He waited his whole damn life to take that flight. And as the plane crashed down, he thought, well, isn't this nice? And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride on your already paid. It's the good advice that you just can't take. And who would have thought it figures? Life is a funny worry. You're sneaking up on you and you think everything's okay and everything's going right. And life is a funny way. Coming out when you think everything's going wrong and everything blows up in your face. A traffic jam when you're already late. A no smoking sign on your cigarette break. It's like 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. It's meeting the man of my dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic. And yeah, I really do think it's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride on your already paid. It's the good advice that you just can't take. And who would have thought it figures? And yeah, life is a funny way of sneaking up on you. And life is a funny, funny way of helping you out. Helping you out.
Ironic, Alanis Morissette. It's John Summers. Now, do you ever have friends try to hook you up with somebody? Maybe you're single and you say, oh, I know a woman, I know a man, that sort of thing. But you two would be perfect together, that sort of thing. Well, people have written books about this. If you're hesitant to let your friends play matchmaker, well, you might want to, be more open-minded. I know you just say, no, please, no, thank you, I'm good, I can handle it. Well, anyway, researchers, University of Chicago, found that people were twice as likely to find a date through friends and family than, going to the bars.
Home to the Buhler Crusaders. 95.9 HKFM.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Wow, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
The following is a presentation of Ad Astra Radio, leading the way in local sports coverage. Stay tuned for Buhler Crusader basketball on 95.9 HKFM. Stream live audio and video of Crusader basketball on the Ad Astra Radio app, free in your app store for iPhone or Android. Coming up, we'll count down to tip-off on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everybody, and welcome inside El Dorado High School. Alumni Court set for Tuesday. Road action, the Buhler Crusaders and the El Dorado Wildcats as we begin the final month of the regular season. Our coverage streaming online tonight at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. Hi, and welcome inside the Midway Motors Drive to the game. Aaron West alongside Matt Atherton for Buhler and El Dorado tonight. Our freshman boys game just finishing up at our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. And Buhler won tonight 46-28. Lady Crusaders coming off a tough loss on Friday at home. 39-27. They were outscored 13-8 in the fourth quarter. Matthew, I was kind of giving you the numbers on this. Buhler 23 turnovers in the loss that led to 18 Heston points. And so let's just say of those 23 turnovers, they're able to convert 9 of those to field goals, right? That would be essentially 18 points the other way. So by, eliminating opportunities for yourself, that's a 36-point swing and very tough to overcome.
Yeah, and it's really kind of more of the same for the girls this year. They were really good defensively, Aaron.
Oh, fantastic.
They were so good defensively. And, again, they go into every game outsized, usually by a wide margin, and it was certainly that way against Heston. The bigs inside were fantastic, and they're having to play right now just because of lack of real numbers of post players. They're having to play guards inside on the reg, but those kids are holding up. I mean, they are doing it defensively. They've got to figure out some way to limit the turnovers. For a team that doesn't shoot a particularly high percentage, the number of possessions becomes a really important thing.
Absolutely.
Because you just need more shots. So they've got to figure out a way to get more shots.
9 points and 4 steals in the game for Tori Tustin. And Mantee's really starting to round into her own, right to around where she's averaging about 10 a night. So
yeah,
enjoyed watching that.
I talked to her after the game. When she is going downhill, like to the basket, she's using that little Euro step, especially if she can come from the right side of the floor. It's good. And she's been able to use it a couple of times. I was like, Tori, you got to get downhill like every possession. She's like, well, everyone? I was like, yeah, every time.
Until they stop you.
Go, go, and go again.
Yeah, absolutely. So Buhler 7-8 with the loss. They'll get the 6-8 El Dorado Wildcats tonight. Guys lost 2 on Friday. 55-32 was the final, outscored 14-2 in the second quarter. They were just 2 of 23 from the three-point line. Bryson McCurdy led the team. He had 14 of their 32. He had half their points. Yeah, I wish there was 1 or 2 things that you could point to in that game and say this is why they lost. Heston just was fantastic. I credit them with in their offense. So quick. It's really good.
Heston is, we talked about it at the time, probably one of the best 2 or 3 teams we'll see, maybe the best all year. Realize that they're a 3A school, but that is no slouch. Those kids can flat out play. They've got size, they've got quickness. I think Andrew kept saying it on the broadcast, like they just don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's hard to play perfect basketball, but man, those kids came darn near close to it the other night.
So Buhler and El Dorado, 2 games tonight. We'll have 2 more on the road Friday as we get back into league play. And the first meeting of the season against Mulvane. We'll have the Wildcats at their place coming up on Friday. More of our Midway Motors Drive to the game on the way. Stay tuned. Tonight's player profile is next here on HKFM.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the game on HKFM. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Just ahead, we'll hear from the players in our Crusader Player Profile. Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
This is Annette with Annette KF Insurance. Inflation is hitting us hard, so it's a good time to review the cost and coverage of your auto and homeowners insurance. As an independent agent, I represent Goodville Mutual and several other fine companies. Stop by Annette Epp Insurance in Hutchinson at 2500 North Main, Suite E, or call 620-662-4900.
Ocelots, eagles, and otters, oh my! Come see all the animals at the Hutchinson Zoo. Ride the train, visit the gift shop, or even have your birthday party at the Hutchinson Zoo. The zoo creates experiences for children and families to learn, engage, and conserve the natural world. Plan your visit today by checking us out at hutchinsonzoo.org. And follow Hutchinson Zoo on social media.
Looking for something to do? Check out the Hutchinson Zoo.
And back here on our Midway Motors drive to the game, time for tonight's Crusader player profile with senior Jenna Lackey. Jenna, talk to me a little bit about how things have been going for you in practice and early in the season, and what you're focused on.
It's been good so far. I feel like I've definitely picked up close to where I left off last year, which is really good for me personally, being able to work through those challenges and just getting better throughout the season.
You know, I was thinking back to this when your sister was a senior, and I can't believe now you're a senior. It seems like that 4 years of high school goes really fast, doesn't it?
Definitely. I can't even believe it's my senior year already. It's just, it went by so fast.
And what's been the biggest change for you in your basketball career from then to now?
My freshman year, I started out playing on the freshman team and a little bit of JV, and then my sophomore and junior year was mostly JV, a little bit of varsity my sophomore year, and then my junior year, I definitely got a lot more time on the varsity court, which was exciting, and then this year I'm hoping to have even more time on the varsity court.
Yeah, had obviously a great season going to state. What a fun experience that was, huh?
Yeah, it was really cool, especially being a junior and with the group of girls we had last year. It was just a really good time on the floor.
Maybe give me a name or two, somebody who's been really influential to you in helping you along in the game of basketball.
Not necessarily like just a single person, but my teammates overall have been really helpful to me and just working with me and helping me to learn the game better and just how to work with them better too for the overall group dynamic.
Plans for next year? What's up post high school?
My goal is to go to WSU for pole vaulting and track and field.
Okay, yeah, you've had good success there in track and field, going to state last couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be coming up in the spring. Goals that you've set for yourself or the team, things you guys would like to accomplish this season?
For the overall games, one of the goals the seniors set was our opponent only having under 10 points per quarter, and then which will help our scoring for the postseason and ranking for that. And then getting shot clock violations. Defensive is going to be a really big key for us this year, and I'm excited to get into that.
I think we have the potential to cause a lot of havoc, huh?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
Yeah, looking forward to that. All right, Jenna, as a teammate, if we were to ask your teammates, maybe give a word or two to describe you, what would you say to that?
I would say hardworking, because I'm always going to give my all on the court and dive for a loose ball, try to get my hand in the way of the person I'm defending, and just give my best on the floor at all times.
I think it was maybe 2 years ago you were diving for a loose ball. I'm trying to remember this moment, and you rammed the table. Was that last year?
That was
before?
last year.
Last year, and I'm like, oh man, I hope Jenna's okay, and you just popped right back up. So
yep,
no big deal. Well, we look forward to watching you guys play. Proud of you, and good luck this season. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, that's senior Jenna Lackey. Back with more of our pregame right after this.
Listen to every Crusader player profile this season on the podcast page at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. The Midway Motors drive to the game continues after this. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Calling all Crusader fans, this is Randy Gotti, and whether it's Friday Night Lights, championship dreams, or band competitions, your support fuels the pride, passion, and performance of our Buhler High School students. Join the Booster Club today to support the Crusaders. Be sure to follow the Crusader Closet and Booster Club on Facebook for events and new Crusader apparel arrivals.
Hi, I'm Daryl Miller, and whether you are a small business just starting out or an established company looking to grow and expand, you need a partner who understands your current and future business goals. At First National Bank, we make all of our loan decisions locally, and our commercial bankers have the knowledge and resources to find the right loan for your business. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here on the Midway Motors Drive to the game. Buhler coming in at 7-8. The two-game winning streak stopped on Friday against Heston, averaging 39 points a game. They've won just 2 of their last 5, but a good place to try and get a W tonight. Buhler has won 15 straight against these Wildcats, and you have to go all the way back to 2015. The last time they lost a game, that was in December of 2015 at Jim Baker Fieldhouse. And a number of kids over the years have really stellar performances on this floor. So, Matthew, how about a little name that player?
Okay, this sounds like fun.
I'll lob you a softball to start, okay?
Okay.
We okay with that? This senior wearing number 42 had her career high 19 points here in December of 2014.
14?
That was a state tournament qualifying team. I thought I was giving you an easy one to
Kelly?
start. It's Kelly Burns.
Yeah, Kelly Burns.
19.7 boards, her career high.
Hey, I got it. I just need a little time to think.
Hey, they get a little tougher after this.
I'm sure they do.
This senior, January 14th of 2020, she was number 15, by the way, if that helps.
Oh, that does not help.
2020, 21 points here, 4 assists. That was not her career high.
Liv
Owens.
There we go.
Ah, you're 2 for 2.
There we go.
If you get this one, I'll give you a cookie.
Now, I'm going to hold you to that.
January 12th, 2021, this junior, wearing number 25, had her career high here of 13 points and 5 rebounds.
She was a junior?
Yes.
In 21, graduated in 22.
It was only a 3-4 win team, I think, that year. That was the year after the COVID year they went to state.
Ooh, man. I don't. 22 would have been.
If I was to give you a hint, she's married to a Crusader alum who was a 3-sport star at Buhler.
That is not helpful to me.
It's Abby Utzi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
And I feel like you should know this last one.
Okay.
2017. This senior wearing number 2 had 27 points here.
I believe her name was Jessica Steffen.
No. This is the year after Jess graduated.
Casey?
Casey Conde. 27 points. She was 15 of 17 at the free throw line.
That's pretty efficient.
Yeah. All right, we'll give you a B+ for effort there.
Do I get a cookie?
No, you do not.
Oh, man. That is not nice, Aaron.
El Dorado is on an upswing, 6-8, 2-3 in the league under first-year head coach Chance Whitehead. If that name sounds familiar, Chance from Augusta is their first-year head coach. Of course, went on to play college football at Sterling College, and so he's back here close to home, and he's got them playing much better. First time they've had 6 or more wins. You have to go all the way back to 2015, last time they beat Buhler. Since they've done that well, and they're averaging right around 40 points a game, led by Jenna Hadley, who was an all-state honorable mention player last year, a senior this year for him, averaging 11.4 points a game. So I would imagine as we drop the defense, a lot of effort will be focused on trying to limit what she does against them.
Make somebody else beat you, right? That's kind of the name of the game. Now, the benefit is that this is one of the very few nights where Buhler's not going to be massively outsized. So it'll be interesting to see what Buhler's able to do inside. Normally that size difference really limits what Buhler does inside. But this is a night where you would sure think that post players should be able to get off some decent looks inside that painted area.
This one senior graduated off this team from last year's team that only won one game. They were 1-19 and 0-10 in the league. I will tell you that 4 of their 6 wins have come against teams with 3 or fewer wins on the season. So they have taken advantage of some weaker opponents, but they certainly are very capable. Talked about Hadley. She's a very solid outside shooter. Really got to know where she's at on the floor. I would expect them to zone on defense. Nothing new there is what we've seen this year. And they like to really work the ball inside out. So I think a good opportunity, obviously, get a win, but you got to play well.
Yeah, I think Buhler's offense against the zone was really laborious earlier on in the season, but I feel like they've gotten better against it. They've gotten better shots. Now they just got to hit those shots.
Buhler will be without Alex Keller for a second straight game with that ankle sprain. And certainly they are hoping that she'll be back for Mulvane on Friday. So it's going to be Maddie Stallman and Harley Terrell inside. And if one of those two isn't on the floor, we get really small.
Really small, although I will say against Heston, Coach put both Tori and Ella defending post players, and I thought those girls did a pretty good job of it. So Ella is a really smart defender. Tori just can really bully people, even though she may not be as big. She's just strong as an ox. So she can certainly get underneath longer players and create a problem.
Coverage of Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Schmidt Electric, by Idea Tech, Ag 360 Insurance, by Neufeld's Flooring, and by Daylight Donuts. We'll come back, our starters, and the tip here from El Dorado Alumni Court next on HKFM.
We're just minutes away from Crusader basketball on HKFM. Next, the starting lineups. Aaron West brings you Buhler Crusader basketball with game day coverage 20 minutes before tip-off. 95.9 HKFM.
From their beginnings in 1989, WIFCO Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at WIFCOSP.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
At Mid-Kansas Credit Union, we live by our motto, grounded in the past, growing for the future. We are a full-service credit union with offices in Mound Ridge and Buhler. Mid-Kansas Credit Union would like to wish all the athletes the best of luck as they compete this season.
If you're feeling overwhelmed or in crisis, you're not alone. The mobile crisis team at Horizons Mental Health Center is here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, if safe and appropriate, we'll travel to meet you right where you are. Get support today. Call 1-800-794-0163 and ask for mobile crisis.
Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back on our Midway Motors Drive to the game. Let's meet tonight's Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups. Division of Heartland Credit Union at 29th and Main in Hutchinson. Contact Monty Cross at 620-888-6485. For the 6-8 El Dorado Wildcats through 14 games out of Division 4, the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail, they are currently 4th in their league standings. Wellington is atop of the league at 5-0. And they average 40 points a game under first-year head coach Chance Whitehead. A 5'8 senior, number 1, Liz Kimboy, averaging 4.6 points a game. A 5'7 junior, number 10, Adriana Scott. A 5'8 senior, leading scorer, number 12, Jenna Hadley, averaging 11.4 points a game. A 5'7 junior, number 15, Cameron Parker, averaging 8.6 points a game. And a 5'7 junior, number 35, Ellie Bressler, averaging 6.8 points a game. Kimboy, Scott, Hadley, Parker, and Bressler for El Dorado. For John Darrow's Buhler Crusaders, it's 7-8 on the year. And they are at the top of the league standings. One-loss record tied with McPherson and Mulvane. And the Crusaders averaging 40 points a game at one guard. A 5'5 junior, number 2, is Tori Tustian. Tori's really been on a heater as of late and averaging close to 8 points per game. At guard, a 5'6 junior, number 3, Ella Voss, averaging 6.2 points a contest. At guard, a 5'5 senior, number 10, Jenna Lackey, had her season-high 6 points in the SIT against Great Bend. At forward, a 5'7 junior, number 15, Maddie Stallman, averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds. And at guard, a 5'5 junior, number 33, Kaya Edmond, averaging 4 points a game. Tustian, Voss, Lackey, Stallman, and Edmond for Buhler. And they'll be in their road black uniforms tonight, trimmed in maroon with white lettering. It'll be the home whites trimmed in black and red with red lettering for the El Dorado Wildcats. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. It's where to take your clothes. Here in West, Matt Atherton, courtside, alumni court at El Dorado High School. It's set for Tuesday night basketball action, a full night in the league. Elsewhere, Circle at Clearwater, Winfield at Labette County, Andale at Nickerson, Augusta at Rose Hill, Mulvane at Wellington. It'll be an interesting girls matchup. And McPherson at Collegiate, which will be an interesting boys matchup. We'll see Collegiate at home coming up here in a week or so. And, of course, a full night of basketball on the Ad Astra Sports Network as well. Streaming audio and video at adastraradio.com. Tori Tustian to tip against Liz Kimboy at center court. And El Dorado will control with the basketball left to right. We're underway here on KWHK Hutchinson. Kimboy out high, picked up by Ella Voss in the man-to-man. Plays it off the bounce, left side elbow to Bressler, out on the wing to Hadley. She can really shoot it from out there. And she draws the assignment of Jenna Lackey early in this game. Here's Kimboy on a drive, floater with the right, hangs but won't fall. Rebound inside by Kaya Edmond.
Really good job of Jenna denying Hadley the ball.
Lackey's got it right side, left side circle to Voss. El Dorado see some man, we'll see some zone out of them, I would imagine, in this game. They played quite a bit of zone against other opponents this year. I think maybe some due to the fact that, kind of like us, they don't have a ton of height inside.
Right.
Out front with it, Kaya Edmond on a 3. Over the defender, knocks it in there. Good early bucket for Kaya Edmond.
A couple of times now this season, Kaya's come out in the first quarter and set an offensive tone. Here she does it again, trying to get Buhler going in the right direction. Ella with the turnover.
Now a near steal. Voss deflected it away from Liz Kimboy, but couldn't chase it down at the scores table right in front of us before it went out of bounds. The matchup between Kimboy and Voss is an interesting one as well. And El Dorado's going to turn it over right in front of the Buhler bench.
Jenna Hadley tried to backdoor cut. Jenna went with her, but Kimboy passed it thinking she was going to V-cut right out of bounds. Quick turnover.
Voss across the timeline, out front Tustian, right side Lackey, 3-0 Crusaders. 6:34 to go in the first. Here's Ella out high. Left side to Edmond. Edmond cross court Lackey. 6:23 first quarter. Kai Edmond hit Buhler's first shot from the field. She's got it left side. We're down to 5 on the shot clock. Kaya on the kick out to Maddie. Stallman drives, floats off the front iron, missed. It's a decent look for Maddie Stallman. Rebound inside by El Dorado.
Yeah, she kind of got thrown a grenade with about 4 seconds left on the clock. Just had to put it on the deck and go. Thought she did a good job getting herself a decent look from about 5 feet.
Kimboy the other way. That name is familiar to her. Her older brother Jeremiah was part of that El Dorado team that played Buhler in the sub-state final here a few years ago. Now there's a steal by Edmond. Here comes Kaya the other way. Looking for help to Stallman. Long 2 by Maddie. In and out, no good. Rebound El Dorado.
Maddie's showing off the range in the early going. That shot looked pretty decent.
Wildcats trailing on their home floor. 3-0 Buhler. El Dorado 6-8 overall. They're 3-5 here at home this year. There's another steal. Jenna Lackey intercepts a pass and lays it up and in.
That's good for Jenna. She struggled a little bit with that shot, did it everywhere Jenna Hadley goes.
I think some of it is just in your mind. You've got to slow things down just a little bit.
That's it, but everywhere Jenna Hadley goes, Jenna Lackey goes, and that's been good for Buhler.
5-0 start here, first quarter. Back after this on HKFM.
Market President with Community National Bank and Trust. Community National is a Kansas-based bank focused on our customers and growing the communities we call home. With over $2 billion in assets, 40 locations, CNB&T has the resources and technology to make your banking even more convenient than before. Stop by one of our banking centers in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson today, or check out mybankcnb.com. Member FDIC, Community National Bank and Trust, your community bank.
HKFM.
5:14 to go in the first. 5-0 start for the Crusaders. El Dorado played in against Buhler's press. Here's Adriana Scott, far side of the floor, guarded by Tori Tustin. Takes her baseline, far side, out of the wing to Hadley. Jenna Hadley inside, bumped from behind.
I think they're going to get Kaya, though. No, they got Jenna.
Looked to me like Jenna kind of pushed her into Kaya.
And she was trying to fight over the screen. They set that screen left foul line extended, and Jenna was trying to get around it.
Surprising part to me is they're going to call her in the act of shooting, so Hadley will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, a little generous in my estimation, although more than once we have kind of quibbled about the fact that officials have not given continuation throughout the year. So if this is a crew that will, I'm okay with that.
Hadley knocks down 2 free throws. And so 5-2, a 3-point game again, 4:56 to go in this quarter. Tustin out on the right side circle to Voss. Left side Lackey. Back to Ella. Ella dribbles, pull up. Right elbow jumper missed. Rebound El Dorado.
A little shot. She was able to split the defenders and get an open look. I don't think she expected to be that open.
Wildcats could tie with a 3 here. They've yet to lead in this game, but Kaya Edmond with a steal up top wrestles the ball away, and she'll lay it in on the other end for her second bucket. 5 first quarter points for Kaya Edmond, and it's 7-2.
Really good Crusader defense. They're doubling Hadley.
4:15 to go, quarter number 1. Scott's got it for the Wildcats with a left-handed dribble. Works it from the right side of the circle. Far side to Parker. Parker in the corner to Hadley. Over Lackey. Shot too strong. Rebound Ella Voss. Elle's going to play it ahead. Here comes Kaya down that lane. Shot off the window. Shot missed. Rebound Bressler of El Dorado.
Kaya had Maddie running with her. I think Maddie may have had a better angle. It's hard because Kaya's been so aggressive early offensively, and it's gone well for her.
On a 10 count on the Wildcats. Hadley can't get it across the timeline in time. And another Wildcat turnover.
Jenna Lackey is frustrating Jenna Hadley. I think Jenna Hadley may be coming kind of interesting. Your first substitution is your best player because coach is annoyed with her for not being more intentional about getting over. But that has a lot to do with Jenna Lackey's defense.
Hadley's going to go out and add a hole in. And, for Jenna, you may not score a point tonight, but if Hadley doesn't either,
then
great job.
Fine. Well, we know she's going to score at least 2. She got the layup.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jenna Hadley got 2 and Jenna Lackey got 2. Even if Jenna can just balance her out, that would be great. That would be a huge win for Buhler.
Edmond and Lackey are going to go out here. Kenzie Polk and Nia Sewell will check in at the 3:40 mark in quarter 1. And they're going to call an offensive foul. Stallman tried to screen Ella free. And Maddie's going to pick up her first.
Yeah, that's as much on Ella. I hate to break it to her when she goes back and watch the video. She's got to run the defender right off of Maddie, not run her by Maddie.
Now Tori with a reach in.
Boy, that is ticky-tack.
So 2 quick fouls. It'll be the first on Tustin. 3rd team foul in the quarter still with 3:32 to play. 7-2 Buhler. El Dorado to play it in far side of the floor. Bella White, a freshman, has checked in for the Wildcats. So too is Hadley Morgan, a couple of freshmen off of Coach Whitehead's bench. Inside Bressler, strong, missed it. And a rebound deflected out of bounds. Bressler went right through Ella Voss.
She laid down there for a minute like her shoulder was stung pretty good. You know she's wearing that pretty thick brace on it still.
Bell's going to come out. Kinley Combs will check in. She definitely got the worst of that as Bressler made a strong move to the basket. Wildcats in their own baseline to play it in with just the one bucket. Scott into Bressler. They'll feed it out of the wing to Hull, right side. Back into Bressler. Turnaround too strong over the defender. Good defense by Maddie to push her away from the bucket. And then the ball, did it bounce off of Tori's head?
Yeah.
And back out of bounds.
I think Tori felt like she was pushed from behind.
So the Wildcats will get another crack at it with 10 seconds on the shot clock here.
Maddie, don't pick up a foul.
Bressler's got it right side, a feed inside, shot short.
It's going to be on Tori.
And that'll be 2 on Tustin, and it puts Jenna Hadley at the line. Well, as soon as they got Hadley back in, here comes Jenna Lackey back to the scorers table. Hadley has El Dorado's only points, 2 free throws in the quarter. She'll hit 1 here. As Tustin is the first player with 2 fouls. Tustin and Stallman will go out. Terrell and Lackey will come in for the Crusaders.
It's a good substitution to get Maddie out before she can pick up another one.
Hadley is 4 of 4 at the free throw line. It's 7-4 Buhler by 3. 2:56 to go in the quarter. Kinsey Polk dribbling with the right hand. Feeds it over far side to Lackey. Out front to Sewell. Nia is going to drive into traffic. Up over the defender and short. Rebound for Liz Kimboy. Wildcats the other way. Have not led yet here. 2:34 to go in the first. Adriana Scott out front to Cameron Parker. Back to Scott. Here's Kimboy, top of the circle. Addie Hull from the left side wing. There's a drive and a reach in, and that's going to be a 5th team foul already on Buhler. So El Dorado is in the bonus with still 2 and change to go in the quarter. That was a reach in on Harley Terrell. It's going to send Cameron Parker to the free throw line. And the first free throw is good. El Dorado 5 of 5 at the line. All of their points have come at the stripe so far. Good move by Coach Darrow as the second free throw goes in to get Ella Voss back in the game. Kinley Combs will come out. And Buhler now clings to just a 1-point lead at 7-6. After leading by 5 in this quarter, here's Ella across the timeline and picked up by Scott. Terrell sets the screen. Ella lost the handle, got it back. Kinsey far side, pass to Sewell. 1:58 to go in the quarter. Nia lob pass in, and it's picked off underneath the bucket. She's trying to lead Harley to the basket, but Terrell didn't break soon enough.
Yeah, just a little too much on that pass.
So El Dorado could take their first lead of the game here. Kimboy's got it out high with 1:40 to go in the quarter. Wildcats, their most wins in a season in 10 years. Parker dribbling out front, long pass in. And Kimboy can't reel that in under the bucket. It will go back the other way.
Neither offense looks particularly comfortable in the half court. Buhler had such success early turning El Dorado over between the circles.
Nia had the right idea on that pass to Harley, just a little bit too much on the pass, trying to lead Harley to the bucket. Here's Kinsey for 3. Polk knocks it in.
Like that, got her feet squared right at the top of the key.
That'll make it a 4-point game, 10-6. 1:05 to go in this quarter. And the ball knocked loose in the lane. Bressler gets it back off the bounce to Hadley. Well, the ball really looks stuck right now on El Dorado's end of the floor.
There's a turnover right there.
Another steal by Jenna Lackey, 1-on-1 against Kimboy the other way. Spins around her off the window, shot missed. Rebound collected by El Dorado's Jenna Hadley. 40 seconds on the first quarter clock, and Buhler leading 10-6. Kimboy out front against Sewell. Drives her right side circle.
Kimboy does not want to use her left hand.
That's a nice find, but Bressler left it short inside. Rebound by Harley Terrell. Bressler is down on the deck, and we're going to have a timeout called. I did not see what happened. Bressler on a nice pick and roll had a good look at a basket, left it short.
As she missed the layup and then got kind of caught up with Harley, and she got the worst end of that. It looked, she's kind of wiping off her nose.
Did she maybe hit her face off Harley, or
I think off the deck?
Off
maybe.
the deck when she fell.
It's kind of interesting, though. Buhler was on a fast break, and they blew the whistle to stop play. Certainly more concerned with the health of the kid than the play, but a weird spot to blow the whistle.
So sometimes they'll let them play until, when a player's there. Sometimes they don't. I don't know if there's a rhyme or a reason to that. But there's Ella with it, left side circle. Buhler up 10-6. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Jenna to Ella, works it down low. Slips the defender.
Wow.
Reverse layup. Good.
What a move by Elle. That was nifty.
6-point game, 12-6. Half-court heave by Kimboy short. And we're to the end of quarter number one. Crusaders with a 6-point advantage, 12-6 in this Tuesday night matchup. We're back after this. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Hello fans, Monty Cross with HCU Investment and Insurance Services, and as an alumni of Buhler, I am proud to sponsor Crusader Sports. HCU Investment and Insurance Services is located inside Heartland Credit Union at 23rd and Severance in Hutchison. Call me today at 620-669-0177 or 800-428-8472. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance products offered through LPL Financial or its licensed affiliates.
Hi, I'm Michael Klayman from Bank of the Plains in Hutch. We were established in 1906 on the Kansas Plains, and we continue to making our decisions based on what's best for small-town Kansas communities. We're a full-service community bank with traditional banking services you value and the digital capabilities you need to keep pace in today's world. We'd like to visit with you in person, so please come over to 517 East 30th and Hutch to learn more about how we are making banking simple. Equal housing lender and member FDIC.
HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Heartland Wealth Strategies, by Pleasant View Home, Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Stallman Ag Risk Management, and by Annette Epp Insurance. 12-6. We'll start a new 8-minute quarter here in the second. And Buhler with the lead and the ball to our left. Maddie Stallman is back in the game. Feeds it far side to Ella Voss. Ella inside, Stallman against Kimboy. Around the defender. Shot short, but draws the foul. That'll be the first foul on a Wildcat in the game. It'll go against Liz Kimboy.
Love that Maddie got the ball on the little screen and roll with Ella and didn't try to rush up a shot, didn't try to shoot over the shot blocker. Took her time, used her pivot to get herself a good angle, and then went right through the body of Kimboy. That was very well done.
Maddie Stallman, 52% at the line of the year, misses the first. That's the first Buhler free throw try in the game. And Mad Dog second swishes through. 13-6. 7:43 to go in the second. Told you before the game, Buhler girls have played sensational in this gym over the years. There's another steal by Jenna, but a double dribble called. Oh, not forget that 27-point night by Casey Kunde. I was thinking about Casey, and really quiet early in her career, but about midway through her junior year.
It was at the SIT.
Yeah. You know what? I credit John McClain with a lot of that.
Absolutely.
Just found that right switch to flip in her. You'd mentioned Stefan. Dorado's got the ball in their half-court floater inside. Banks in for Hadley Morgan. And that makes it 13-8, a 5-point game. 7:12 to go. She did have a 30-point game against the Wildcats, did Jessica Stefan. But that came in Jim Baker. Here's Jenna on an open three out front, sets her feet short off the front iron. Rebound in the mid lane, pulled down by Morgan of El Dorado.
Not a bad shot. They found an action against that Wildcat zone they like that's getting them wide open looks at the top of the key.
Out front hole, stolen away by Edmond. Make that Sewell. Here comes Naya. Inside, missed. Rebound El Dorado. Naya got sped up a little bit there. Back inside, Bressler back in the game. Shot too strong, man. She is physical inside.
Good rebound,
and
Maddie.
Called for a reach-in on the rebound by Maddie Stallman after a putback miss. That'll be the first on Bressler. We're going back the other way.
She's frustrated. They got the switch, and so Jenna Lackey was trying to guard Bressler. Jenna Lackey has given up quite a bit of size to Bressler, but was able to cause that miss, and then Maddie did such a good job coming in and cleaning up the mess.
Sewell and Polk come out. Combs and Tustin make that. Combs and Edmond are in. Here's Ella out front, 13-8 Buhler. Far side, Maddie's gonna drive, spins in the lane, kicks it out. Kai Edmond pass too high, out of bounds.
Maddie did a good job to beat the defender initially. I think she got caught in between not knowing what to do. My answer would be just pull up and take the jumper.
And Kaya was open in the corner, but
for sure
pass was
a little wild, wasn't it?
Too high. Here comes El Dorado the other way against pressure. Stallman rips it right out of the hands of Audrina Scott. They're going to call a tie-out.
Buhler, when Buhler can apply ball pressure and create those turnovers between the circles, easy scoring opportunities. We'll take 2 or 3 more of those here before the half.
El Dorado's going to keep the ball on their end of the floor, trailing 13-8. And there's another deflection. Scott able to save it this time and then travel. They don't call that. Another deflection. Shot by Hadley baseline. Missed. Rebound Buhler. Kenley Combs stops and pops in the lane. Short.
I like that shot, though. I'll take that shot every day. Little 6-8 foot jumper for Kenley.
Rebound El Dorado. Wildcats the other way. Audrina Scott and Jenna Hadley. Shot. I don't know if defender got a hand on that. It didn't go very high in the air. Now Edmond high off the window, missed. And last touch by Stallman inside on the rebound. That shot by Hadley, it had no air under it.
Well, Jenna got a piece of it, I think. Yeah.
All right, timeout on the floor. 5:20 to go in the quarter. Buhler leading 13-8. Second quarter action from El Dorado. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Struggling to catch your breath? Whether it's asthma, COPD, or pulmonary dysfunction, Hutchison Pulmonology Associates are here to help you breathe easier and live life to the fullest. Don't let breathing problems hold you back. With expert care and personalized treatment, we're here for you every breath of the way. Visit hutchregional.com or call 620-513-4800 today. Breathe better, feel better with Hutchison Regional.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball brought to you by Hutchinson Regional Medical Center, by The Hub, by Prairie Hills Financial, the Hutchinson Zoo, and by Agri Center. 13-8 Crusaders who've not yet trailed in the game. They lead here by 5. El Dorado ball, and that one sails over the head of Jenna Hadley, out of bounds. So to pass up the floor. Let's see if we can, out of the timeout, maybe get settled back into the offense.
Buhler's pressure has really kept El Dorado from getting anything cohesively offensively. Buhler just really needs to put some points on the board. There's a nice little screen and roll.
The ball goes through the hands of Maddie Stallman. And taken away. Feels a little hot potato at the moment. And another turnover on El Dorado as Parker can't handle it far side. It'll be Buhler ball again.
Both teams exchanging turnovers.
4:52 to go in the second quarter. Calavas has got the point out there with Edmond, Combs, Lackey. And Stallman, here's Kai in that corner she likes so much. Missed the three. Rebound Liz Kimboy. She hit from there to open the game. Kimboy on a crossover. And her pass too strong, but Jenna was right behind Hadley, and It went over Jenna Hadley. It hit Jenna Lackey and went out of bounds. Kinley Combs, Jenna Lackey come out. Here's Zoe Dick into the game for the first time. And Kinsey Polk is also back in. Trying to feed it into Bressler. It's deflected away. El Dorado's going to save it. Hadley is smothered out on this right wing.
She is so frustrated.
Bressler inside off the bounce with the right hand. Puts it up and in.
They're going to have to move, and I realize this is a tough ask. They're going to have to move Bressler further away from the basket if she wants to catch.
3-point game, 14-10. Make it 13-10. 4:05 to go in the quarter. Here's Zoe Dick, left side. Plays it out near the timeline to Edmond. Back to Zoe. Zoe dribbling in the lane. Lost it. Gets it back. Back to Edmond. 12 on the shot clock. Kaya drives. Stripped. Picked up by Zoe Dick. Out front to Kinsey Polk. KP for three. Missed. Back iron. Rebound contested and taken by Kim Boy of El Dorado. Well, out of that mess, they got a pretty good shot.
Look. Yeah, for sure. Kinsey's already hit one from the top of the key.
Hadley out front. You can't leave her open. But strong on the three. Rebound to Maddie Stallman. Neither team has scored in a while. Buhler doesn't have a field goal yet in this quarter after scoring 12 first quarter points. Just the one free throw. There's Kai Edmond left side driving baseline with it. Swings it out front. Now right side to Ella. Off to Zoe Dick. Lost the handle. Stolen away. It's a tough matchup against Hadley. Jenna Hadley the other way inside. Missed, and she'll have two free throws coming. It's a tough matchup for Zoe Dick.
Yep.
Against a veteran like Hadley, who's
just a little bigger, a little stronger.
Well, she's perfect at the line so far. 4 of 4 in the game as Zoe Dick picks up her first personal. And Hadley knocks in the first free throw. Addie Hull is going to check back into El Dorado's lineup. Second rattles in and out, but El Dorado with a rebound. Putback missed. Rebound Bressler. She's going to be tied up.
Good job,
and
Kaya.
It'll be Buhler ball in the arrow in a 2-point game, 13-11.
Kaya was able to grab a hold of that ball before Bressler could get it up on the glass. Really, really good job by Kaya.
El Dorado with a timeout. 3 minutes to go in the half. 13-11. Back after this, Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At Pleasant View Home, we believe memory care should feel like home. That's why our memory care unit offers private rooms, a secure courtyard, and 24/7 care from staff trained in Alzheimer's and dementia support. Residents enjoy full lives guided by their own choices with daily activities designed just for them. We don't just care, we honor the person behind the memory. Come see the difference at Pleasant View Home in Inman.
Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can provide personalized, goal-based advice to help you feel more confident about your financial future. Call me, Zach Trump, with Prairie Hills Financial Group of Ameriprise Financial Services at 620-663-7478. Office is located at 1724 East 30th, Hutchinson, Kansas. Ameriprise Financial cannot guarantee future financial results. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
HKFM.
Well, tonight's Ag 360 Insurance ones to watch. It's the matchup of the Jennas. Jenna Lackey against Jenna Hadley. Hadley with 5 points so far, but all at the free throw line. Jenna's done a good job on her when she's been in there defensively. Nice find inside. Maddie Stallman blocked from behind, but Hadley Morgan commits the foul. It'll be her first. And Maddie Stallman is going to go back to the free throw line. She has Buhler's only point right now in this quarter. 1 of 2 in her last trip to the charity stripe.
It's well drawn up out of the timeout by Coach Darrow.
Free throw by Maddie here is too strong. Tori Tustin is going to check back in for the Crusaders, I believe, to replace Zoe Dick. Contact agents Darren Eddy and Cody Morris in Inman. Ag 360 Insurance, partners in your legacy. One more for Maddie Stallman. In and out, no good. Rebound for the Wildcats. Still 13-11, a 2-point game. 3 out on the right wing, goes in for Addie Hull, and El Dorado has its first lead. Buhler's offense has done that thing that it does sometimes when it disappears.
Indeed.
Here's Maddie out high, right side circle to Ella. Maybe getting Tori back in the game will get him kick-started here. Tuschin's got it top of the circle. Off to Ella. Thought about the three, pulls it down, drives, kicks. Tori, long two, right side, misses side iron. El Dorado's done a really good job on the boards.
Limiting Buhler to one shot.
Wildcats by one, a hole with it. This time run off to three-point line. I'm not sure where she was going with the ball, just dribbled it right out of bounds.
Yeah, Kinsey was there, cut off her drive lane, and she just lost it.
So Buhler trailing for the first time in the game. It is 14-13 El Dorado. Wildcats are on a little mini run here in this quarter so far. They were down 6 at one point. Ella on a three, in and out, no good. Kaya comes out of there with a rebound.
Love it.
Out front to KP for three. Yes, Kinsey Polk.
What a great job by Kaya. Kaya created that look, and Kinsey, all she had to do was stand there. She had her feet already set. Great job again. Kaya doing the dirty work.
And a timeout after that second make in the game by Kinsey. 16-14 here from El Dorado tonight, Alumni Court. Be on the road Friday at Mulvane, and then home next Tuesday night against the Collegiate Spartans. A home game Tuesday, road game Friday next week. Final 4 weeks of the regular season. And boy, the rest of this schedule so important right now. If the playoffs began today, both Buhler teams would be at home in the opening round. You want to stay in that top eight.
Absolutely. And we want to stay in that top eight.
Yes, we do. Got to take advantage of every opportunity you get the rest of this way. El Dorado ball against the press. They'll play it to Hull. Now, long pass in the corner. What a play by Kaya Edmonds. She went to get a pass that was too long and was going to end up out of bounds with it, so she just threw it off a Wildcat, and El Dorado will turn it over again.
That's her third very, very good non-scoring play in the second quarter. Kaya has given them good minutes playing so hard.
Here's Tori, right side to Ella. Out front to Edmond. Three short, backside rebound, and Tori couldn't get to that. Out of bounds. It'll be El Dorado ball. Tuschin. She's going to try and
she sure was
leap after it, but she needed some springs.
This is a good substitution to get Maddie out and not let her pick up that all-important second foul before the end of the first half.
Maddie Stallman out, Harley Terrell in, and El Dorado turns it over again. Oh, no, Ella stepped out of bounds. She got the steal, but her momentum carried her on the far side out of bounds.
Yeah, Tori blocked it. They're going to get Tori out for the same reason. That's another good substitution. You can see just getting Tori in for a couple of possessions loosened things up offensively for Buhler.
Nia Sewell in now, 109 to go in the quarter. Buhler by 2, 16-14. Liz Kimboy left to right. Shadowed by Kinsey Polk. Fadeaway baseline, short rebound, Nia Sewell. Boy, El Dorado. Bressler was out of position that time. They don't have the same rebounding power in there without her. Here's Terrell. Out front to Nia. Off to Kaya. Swings into that lane against Bressler. Got a good shot up, but it won't fall. It's stuck on the front rim, but rolled out. Rebound El Dorado.
Get a stop here, girls.
31 seconds to go in the quarter. And a pull-up left side by Jenna Hadley rattles in.
It's her first bucket of the half.
Tied at 16. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Jadalaki across the timeline, right to left. Kaya out front with it, far side Kaya. Into Kinsey off the window, missed. Rebound, Kimboy, and place it ahead to Scott. Blocked by Ella Voss, and that'll get us to halftime.
What a play by Ella. My gosh.
Well, we played 2 quarters, and we are tied at 16. El Dorado outscores Buhler in the second quarter, 10-4 in this Tuesday night matchup. Halftime is here, 16-16. Stay tuned. Our Community National Bank and Trust halftime report is next on HKFM.
Stay tuned for the Community National Bank and Trust halftime report. Community National Bank and Trust. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve you. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Do you need custom shirts, hoodies, polos, or other apparel printed or embroidered? Hi, this is Tyler with 37 Print Company in Hutch. Whether it's for your sports team, business, or church, we've got you covered. Check out our work on our Facebook page at 37 Print Co. We print shirts.
Why choose I Need a Cleaners? Expert dry cleaning and our professional shirt service. We take time to care for all your special items. When laundry piles up, let us do it for you. I Need a Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes.
This is Ling Gillespie with your Ad Astra Radio halftime report. Sterling College had the rescheduled matchups yesterday at Evangel for basketball action, but both the women's team and men's team fell last night as the women fell 80-70 and the men 77-63. They'll be at home on Wednesday to host Bethel College. The 11th ranked Kansas Jayhawks got a big road win last night at Big 12 play, defeating Texas Tech on Big Monday in thrilling fashion, 64-61. The Jayhawks trailed by as many as 10 points with 6 minutes to go in the game, but they were able to turn it around thanks to the heroics of Darren Peterson, who hit 2 massive three-pointers in the final minute 20, hitting one to tie in the corner before taking the lead the very next possession. This is how it sounded with Brian Haney on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Learfield.
The Peterson miraculous three has tied it. Now can DP deliver the lead? He launches and hits. He did it again. Back-to-back threes, and KU goes up 3 with 45 seconds to play.
KU was able to get a couple of key defensive stops to close out the game, and KU is now winners of 6 in a row. They are 17-5 on the year overall, and that moves them up to tie for third place in the Big 12 at 7-2 in conference play. They'll look to keep it rolling on Saturday as the Jayhawks will host Utah at Allen Fieldhouse at 1:30. And the former Chiefs offensive coordinator is officially on the move. It was announced this morning that former offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, Matt Nagy, has now been hired by the New York Giants to be their offensive coordinator. He will be under new head coach John Harbaugh, who took over for New York after being fired from the Baltimore Ravens last month. Nagy was the offensive coordinator from 2022 through this past season before his contract expired and the Kansas City Chiefs hired Eric Bieniemy to return to be the offensive coordinator for Kansas City. Nagy will take over a New York Giants offense that did finish 13th in the NFL in total yards, but they finished just 4-13 last season. That's your halftime report. More basketball action is coming up right after this.
More of the Community National Bank and Trust halftime report is next. Coming up, highlights from other sports action and our Dix Phillips 66 first half fill-up. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Got a tough to-do list? Tackle it with an even tougher Can-Am Defender. Agri Center has just the one for you. This capable and clever side-by-side for work gets the job done. With a class-leading 69 foot-pounds of torque and up to 2,500 pounds towing capacity. Come see us in Hutchinson and Salina to learn more about the 2025 Can-Am Defender HD10. No matter the task, no matter the terrain, you can rely on the Can-Am Defender. So head on down to Agri Center, just named 2023 National Dealer of the Year in Hutchinson and Salina.
This is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. In our office, dentistry is more than about fixing your teeth. It's also about building relationships and getting to know you and helping people feel at ease every time you come to the office. Our goal is to make your dental care simple, comfortable, and what you need for you. From cleanings to complete smile makeovers, we're here to help. I'm Dr. Dal Hunt, and I'm ready to see you in our dental office in Buhler. Find us online at BuhlerDental.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, back at halftime from El Dorado's Alumni Court tied it to 16. Buhler got out to a 5-0 start in this first half. Never trailed in the first quarter, led 10-12-6 at the end of one. Stretched that to 7 at the beginning of the second quarter, but then the Wildcats themselves on a 9-1 run. Got an 8-1 run to take their first lead, 14-13. It's tied 16 all here at half. Just 4 points in the second quarter for the Crusaders. 3 by Kinsey Polk. And Maddie Stallman in that quarter was 1 of 4 at the free throw line. Buhler played quite a bit of the second without Tori Tustin with those 2 fouls. They're going to need her on the floor in the second half. Jenna Hadley, the star for El Dorado, she has 7 points at halftime, 5 of that coming at the free throw line. So 16-6 our score in our Dix Phillips 66 first half fill-up. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. Jenna Hadley leads all scorers for El Dorado with 7. 6 in the first half for Kinsey Polk. That ties her career high, by the way. She set that at the Salina Invitational on January 22nd. She had 6 against Salina Central. Kaya Edmond with 5 points in the half, all in the first quarter. So some work to do. Tied at 16 at halftime in this Tuesday night matchup. El Dorado 6 wins on the year, 6-8. Most wins in a season since 2015-2016. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Rise Up Reno, by I Need a Cleaners, Holly Sweet Treats, by Wifco Store Products, and by Apple Lane Animal Hospital. Our Buhler bowling teams were home today in triangular play at the Alley. This time out, the boys won Thursday in quad action. They beat Heston with striker Avery taking the high series with a 7-14. Girls finished second in that outing to Andale. Cheyenne Giesling bowling a 497, but again, they were home today. Swimming will be home, or rather on the road, on Saturday at Mays. Last Tuesday, they won their home meet at the Y. Beat Mays South and Mays 1-2-3, and a host of top 5 finishes, including a first in the 1-meter dive by Zach Greenlee. And Hudson DeWeese with a win in the 500 free as well. So what's happening elsewhere in Crusader athletics this week? 16-16 at the half in our ladies contest. Coverage tonight from El Dorado. We'll be back with the third quarter right after this on HKFM.
Your home for Buhler Crusader basketball is HKFM. Find exclusive stories along with audio and video on the Ad Astra Radio app. Aaron West brings you Buhler Crusader basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Hungry for something epic? AJ Sports Grill is home of the 29-inch Super Dome Pizza. Enjoy $3 happy hour, including select apps, every day from 2 to 6 at AJ Sports Grill, inside the Alley in Hutch.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys.
Liability issues are complex. The manufacturer fought. The best offer they made was $30,000. The jury returned a verdict for a little over $11.1 million.
Man Wyatt Tanksley Injury Attorneys. Big firm muscle, small firm hustle.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, on our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard here at halftime, Andale leading Nickerson 41-12. Here's a steal by Buhler to start quarter number 3. Tori Tustin inside. Too strong rebound, El Dorado. Wamego with the half leading Abilene 53-12. Now another steal. Edmond into Stallman. Maddie, shot missed. Rebound Wildcats. A couple of El Dorado turnovers to start this third, but nothing to show for it on the offensive end for the Crusaders. El Dorado in their half court, second half to our left. Left-handed dribble out front is Hadley Morgan. She gets the start in the second half, did not start the first half. Ball kicked over on the far side, out of bounds by Tori Tustin. Here's Bressler against Stallman inside off the window. Bangs it too strong. Rebound out of bounds. Last touched by Stallman. So it'll be El Dorado ball on their own baseline. Tied at 16, just underway in the third quarter. Jenna Hadley just gets it in time. Here's Kimboy, and then a whistle and an offensive foul away from the ball. That's going to be charged to Hadley Morgan. It'll be her second. El Dorado 3 possessions here in the second half now, and 3 turnovers. Boisington Smoky Valley tied at halftime at 19. And Little River leads Solomon 54-4 in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Half McPherson 39, Collegiate 6. We'll see both those teams next week. Here's Ella out front on a 3, swish!
Boy, that's a really good job. She just stepped behind the screen. They went under. If they're going to go under, you got to make them pay for it.
So Buhler retakes the lead, 19-16. First bucket of the second half. Bressler inside, rattles it home. Ellie Bressler, her second bucket, 19-18. Buhler by 1. Voss across the timeline, left to right. Dribbles right side circle. Maddie got pushed inside. Ball knocked loose through the hands of Edmonds. She's on the deck for it. And did Coach Darrow get a timeout? No, they're going to call traveling on El Dorado's Cameron Parker. She stole it away. I don't know who shoved Stallman inside.
Yeah, that ended up being a gift because Kaya had it, kind of lost it. Thought it was going to be a turnover, and then El Dorado immediately traveled with it. Buhler gets a fresh shot clock, too.
Voss to play it in. 6:24 to go in the third.
Got to pass it.
Ella out front to Kaya. Edmond. Here's side Stallman. Maddie drives, kicks to Jenna. Out front to Tori. They need to get Tori going here in the second half.
Indeed.
It's really never a part of the game in the first half. Ella steps in an open 3. This one rattles in and out, no good. Bressler with a rebound.
Just off the front iron, good look.
Now a drive and a left-handed layup good by Cameron Parker. 20-19, El Dorado by 1. Here comes Kaya right side. She'll drive inside with it, throws it up off the window, miss, but a foul. It'll put Edmond at the line for 2.
They're going to get Cameron Parker on that. Kaya catching them in transition before they'd had a chance to set up their defense. Even if they score, if you'll push it up the court quickly, you can still catch them in the cross match. And that's what Kaya did.
So Edmond at the line, 5 first half points. First free throw try of the night is good for the 55% foul shooter. That ties the game at 20. One more for Kaya. Battles around but won't fall. Tori almost had the rebound off Tustin's hand out of bounds. El Dorado will take it the other way. I think that's the difference in the second half, is if they can get Tori involved in the offense.
Tori had to sit so long in that first half, really kind of pulled her out of rhythm.
Here's Bressler inside, shot too strong. She's not as good when you push her out away from the bucket.
That's it, if she has to shoot 5 feet out.
Rebound, Buhler. Here's Maddie Stallman on a 3. Miss back iron, rebound. Jenna comes up with it in that lane. Then had it knocked away. Oh no, that's got to be off. El Dorado out of bounds. Now they're going to change that? No, they're not.
I don't know why Jenna didn't just put it on the deck and dribble it out. It was like she thought she had used her dribble, but she still had her dribble.
So tied at 20. El Dorado with the ball after a Buhler turnover on the rebound. Here's Hadley in the corner to Parker. That's where you want Bressler to catch the ball out at the free throw line. Right side, Scott on a three, short rebound, Maddie Stolman.
Boy, 4 Crusaders in there rebounding. That was excellent.
Here comes Kai up the floor on a crossover into that lane, right to the window and good.
Tori kind of just cleared that lane out in front of her. Kaya followed her all the way there.
22-20, 4:50 to go in the quarter. Wildcats up the floor, and Tustian slaps the ball out of bounds with a pass intended in the paint for Audrina Scott. Hadley Morgan is going to return here, and Cameron Parker goes out. They're also going to replace Hull in the lineup with Kimboy. Jenna Hadley to play it in, baseline. Her team down 2 on their home floor. Hadley gets it back against Lackey, pulls up baseline. Man,
that's a tough shot.
She doesn't need much space, does she?
She doesn't, and Jenna was right on her. That's really good defense, just better offense.
Tied at 22. Ella the other way through traffic. Oh, they call her for a travel.
Ella is a couple times she's done that where Maddie has come to set that high screen, and Ella has got to run her defender into Maddie. Can't give her any space. Ella's got to rub shoulders with Maddie as she goes by her. That's not the screener's responsibility. That's the ball handler's responsibility.
Wildcats can reclaim the lead here. Hadley Morgan off to Kimboy, far side. Here's Bressler in the lane. Deflected on a pass to Jenna Hadley. Gets it back. What a good job by Tori to recover on the defense. And then a pass stolen away by Kaya Edmond. Inside, counted for Edmond.
Boy, Kaya was trying to get back to her right, able to do it, and just weasel that ball up outside the arm of the shot blocker.
24-22, Buhler by 2, 3:58 to go in the third. Timeout on the floor, Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Kansas, trust the power of blue for your CanCare plan. Families trust Healthy Blue for doctor visits and prescriptions. New and expecting moms trust Healthy Blue for pregnancy support. And Healthy Blue provides extra benefits for your whole family. Choose the brand Kansans have trusted for more than 80 years. Visit choosehealthyblu.com/KS for more details. Trust the power of blue.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball brought to you by Ray and Sons Roofing, by Alpha Land Surveys, 8-pack shears by the Medicine Shop, and by Anchor Inn. 24-22, Kaya Edmond with 10 points now in the game, 5 points in each half. And she's been the spark so far offensively. What do you think if they back to turnovers, just take care of the ball, they'll be okay.
That's it. It's it. If you get more shots than the other team, you'll be all right. No reason to panic.
Kimboy's got it against Buhler's full court press. Far side Parker. Well, there were years when El Dorado wouldn't be able to get the ball across the timeline. They have improved a ton.
Absolutely.
Here's Parker. That's a travel in the lane. And we'll go back the other way.
Yeah, congratulations to Coach Whitehead. He's doing a good job here.
So Buhler with a 2-point lead in the ball. Tori Tustian's going to take the point here. Across the timeline, picked up by Kimboy. Right side to Ella. Far side, Jenna. Jenna, long pass to Kaya Edmond, who's feeling it, had it poked away. Oh.
Kaya.
You're going to say Kaya just lost the dribble.
Lost it inside. She had Ella wide open in that near corner.
Again, it comes down to turnovers. Got to take care of the basketball. Wildcats being pressured at the timeline. Here's Hadley, and was looking for Kimboy coming down the lane, and Tori read that, leapt up and knocked it out of bounds.
Absolutely. Great anticipation.
Hadley to play it in. They like to get it right back to her if they can. Here's Morgan, and fouled at the free throw line. It's going to put Hadley Morgan at the stripe with a chance to tie the game. That is on Kaya Edmond, her first. That is Buhler's just their first foul of the second half. They got in foul trouble early in this game in the first quarter. Morgan knocks down the free throw line. El Dorado's been very good at the stripe.
Sure have.
Kenzie Polk, Kenley Combs, Nia Sewell all back in along with Harley Terrell. So those four check in along with Tori Tustin. 8 of 9 so far at the stripe for the Wildcats. And a miss there. But Parker with the offensive rebound. And it's knocked loose of the deck and picked up by Terrell.
Great job by Kenley Combs coming down.
Buhler by 1, 24-23, 2:59 here to go in the third. Tustin, floater strong, rebound Harley, tied up inside. From our spot here, we don't have a view of the arrow. It's going to be Buhler ball. Yeah, El Dorado's been good at the line. Buhler has not so far in the game. Kenley Combs to play it in, out of the wing to Nia Sewell. Nia drives and then passed it to no one. Right out of bounds. I don't know who she was passing.
She's trying to wrap it around to Harley, but they're saying that ball was tipped by a Wildcat, so they're going to reverse
and that
possession.
makes sense because the angle that ball,
yeah,
I mean,
it was like where in the world was that supposed to go?
Yeah. So it was redirected by a Wildcat. That makes a lot more sense.
We were both trying to figure out what to say about that.
Where was she passing it? But it did not end up where she intended. And boy, Tori gets tied up by Kimboy, and it's going to be another turnover.
Tori has no intention of taking any guff from anyone. Boy, both her and Kimboy popped up and stared each other down.
Unfortunately, Matt, another empty possession where they don't get a shot off.
It's just like, yeah, that out-of-bounds play was not well conceived. Over.
Now an over and back is going to be charged to Liz Kimboy.
Tori is fired up. Maybe this is the thing she needs to get herself engaged and going in this. Tori can do it offensively, can create good looks by herself. She's just got to decide to do it.
24-23, 2:35 to go. Here's Nia through traffic. Somehow got a shot up and somehow got it to go in. That is vintage Nia Sewell.
Man, sometimes prayers are answered. I don't know how that got it, how she even got that up on the glass.
She's good for about one of those a game where you're just like, how did she? But she did!
That's
Floater
awesome.
inside, and that goes for Hadley Morgan. 26-25, 2:07 to go in the third. El Dorado staying right tight. Tori's got it far side circle, out front to Nia. Right side to Kenzie Polk. Here's Kenley Combs on a three. Stick in there. Yes! Kenley Combs for three.
She can help them. I am convinced that she can help them offensively.
29-25. It's a 4-point game. 1:46 to go in the third. Far side, Cameron Parker with it. She'll pull up and drop in the long two. Or was that Hadley?
Yeah, that was Hadley.
That was Jenna Hadley. Man, she's got a nice shot, buddy.
She really does. She sure doesn't go hunting for it a whole lot.
29-27. Far side, Tustin. Tori without a basket so far in this game. Here's Kenley Combs out high. Back to Tori, far side. 12 on the shot clock. T-drive, stripped in the lane and foul.
I love that. There was nothing doing on that possession. Everyone was kind of standing around trying to figure out what to do. Tori was like, well, I'll just put this on the deck and do it myself.
I'm not for or against if you're going to call continuation. Is that it? Should that be free throws?
I agreed with you completely. Now Tori's going to check out. Who checked in?
Maddie Stallman comes back in the game.
Probably a pretty good rest here with a minute left in the quarter.
Here's an open three by KP. Kenzie Polk. Make that Kenley Combs. KC. I'm sorry. Kenley and Kenzie. They both have 2 threes in the game.
That's true.
Well, I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time if you haven't picked up on that.
So I believe what you're saying is KPKC 3-3, right?
Hey, if your name starts with K,
time to fire up.
Now a miss inside for El Dorado, 32-27 Crusaders. Kenley Combs with a, now I'm just mixing their names up. Oh, man. Kenley Combs with 2 threes in this quarter. There's Kenzie call.
Oh my gosh. Do you need me to take over for a minute?
Maybe I should just start calling out numbers. Inside. Combs is short, might have had that blocked. Kimboy with a rebound. 22 on the third quarter clock. They'll race it ahead, and Kimboy threw it away.
I don't know how that's not a foul. She ran over Naya. Naya was set up. Kinley rode her right into Naya. Naya took it right in the chops. The official just looked like, what do you want me to do? I'd like you to call a foul.
Lackey and Voss are going to come in. So just so I sound intelligent, Kinsey Polk had 2 threes in the first half.
That's right.
Kinley Combs has 2 in the second half.
Absolutely. Aaron, you always sound intelligent.
Yes. Let's go with that. 32-27. Elle kicks it corner. She wants another. She'll make another. Kinley Combs.
Good job. Find the hot hand. Ride the hot hand.
Just like that, it's 35-27, end of third. An 8-point game. Kinley Combs with 3 threes, 3 for 3 in the third quarter, ties her career high at 9. 35-27, Buhler back after this on HKFM.
Running a business is tough, but protecting it doesn't have to be. At DJ Kaufman Agency, we offer comprehensive business insurance that keeps your hard work safe. Whether you're a small startup or a growing enterprise, we've got the right coverage for you. From liability and property insurance to workers' comp and business interruption, our policies are tailored to fit your needs and your budget. Contact us today, 620-669-0410, or stop by our office in Hutchinson at 17 East 30th Avenue. DJ Kaufman Insurance is a member of the Trusted Choice Independent Agencies.
Sunflower Electric Supply in Hutchinson has been a family-owned and operated business since 1950 and a fourth-generation company. In today's world, that's unheard of. Keep your dollars in your community and choose us over the national chains. We have a large selection of Milwaukee, Klein, and Greenlee hand and power tools in stock. Our knowledgeable staff has years of electrical experience, unlike what you'll find at the big stores, someone just filling in from the lawn and garden department. Visit us in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal today.
HKFM.
Well, an 8-point game as we go to the fourth. We'll make that third Kinley Combs 3, tonight's Hub Brick Oven play of the game. Home of the world-famous Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub. Did you see the smile on the face of Kinley Combs? Love it. Here's Jenna for 3. Jenna Lackey missed. Strong rebound, tapped in the air. Last touched by El Dorado's Hadley Morgan. 19 third quarter points.
That is quite the explosion for this Crusader offense.
9 of those from Kinley Combs. Here's Naya in the lane.
Nothing there.
She is tied up. They passed her the ball kind of in a tough spot. Really, she didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, no.
And fortunately for her, she gets
bailed out on the foul call.
Bailed out with a foul call. They kind of put her in a rough spot there. Parker with a foul. Ella to play it in, out of the wing to Kinley. Here's Naya out high. Naya drives, kicks, Combs, 3, this time short.
Little heat check there.
It's a good job by Naya to find her.
Yeah, she didn't really have that sitting on her hand right when she shot it.
El Dorado down 8 the other way. 7:26 to play. Largest deficit they've faced in the game, and there's a whistle as Audrina Scott got sandwiched between 2 defenders. They're going to call a foul on Nia Sewell. It is Naya's first. Boy, much better job, too, in the second half after the foul trouble in the first half to kind of
play without fouling.
Even that out a little bit here in the second half. And there's a 5 count. Boy, Hadley never could get it in. And so El Dorado with another turnover. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Hutch Auto Body, by Mennonite Friendship Communities, Midwest Single Source, by American Family Agent Tara Haslauer, and by Pools Plus. Kinley to Kenzie, to Ella. Now Lackey, Jenna for 3. Short rebound, El Dorado.
Well, they've got him caught in the back court.
Kimboy, Naya just got into Kimboy trying to force herself across the timeline a little bit too much and got tangled up and commits the foul. Here comes Maddie Stallman back in. Jenna Lackey will go out. Bressler is going to return for El Dorado. Stuck on 35-27, 6:53 left in the game. Kimboy across the timeline, picked up by Voss. They play it off the bounce. Here's Parker right side, takes Kinley Combs all the way to the baseline. Good defense by Kinley. Shot short and a rebound by Combs. Now Ella up the floor against Kimboy. Shot off the back iron, but contact and a foul, and that'll put Ella at the line for two. This is only the third different Crusader that's been at the free throw line of the game, so they've not been there a ton. Maddie Stallman was 1 for 4 in the first half as Ella knocks one down, and then Kai Edmond 1 for 2 in the third quarter. Ella just a 42% foul shooter on the year, but she knocks in the first. And gets the second. 7 points in the game for Ella, and it's a 10-point game. 37-27, 6:32 to go. Buhler its largest lead. Left side with it. Hull off to Bressler. The thing that kind of puzzles me, we spent a lot of time talking about the shooting of Hadley. Nia Sewell just picked up her third foul on the baseline.
That's her third foul in the fourth quarter.
I don't understand why Hadley isn't being more aggressive and getting more shots up.
Yeah, why are they not just feeding her the ball and imploring her to shoot?
So Nia's going to check out. Kinsey Polk will also check out.
Well, like this, why is she inbounding the ball instead of catching it?
Here's Bressler with her back to the bucket at the free throw line. Left side Parker looking for Bressler inside, deflected. Saved by El Dorado, shot blocked by Ella. And then a rebound by Maddie Stallman. Yeah, and a possession there where Jenna Hadley never touched the ball. And Ella on a feed on the baseline the other way, lost it out of bounds. El Dorado ball.
I think she was trying to get that ball to Tori. She was going to use that baseline drive to whip it to Tori in the opposite corner. Tori had set up there.
Combs, Edmond, Voss, Tuschen, and Stallman in there. It's a shot inside, count it, and a foul. That's going to be on Kaya Edmond. That'll be her third. So Cameron Parker with a chance for a three-point play. See what I did? I said we did a good job of not picking up fouls in the second half, and then all of a sudden,
it's
boom,
the announcer
boom, boom,
curse, man.
Three-point play there by Parker. 37-30. It's a 7-point game. 5:35 to play and a timeout. Buhler by 7. Midway through the fourth quarter. Back after this on HKFM.
One of the most important elements of success is knowing when to expand and when to focus on strengthening what you have. At People's Bank and Trust, we've done just that over the years, ensuring that we always have a solid base to provide for our customers and our community. At People's Bank and Trust, we never promise more than we can deliver. And what we deliver is safe, sound, reliable banking that puts you first. Let us put our experience to work for you and your family. People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
HKFM.
Well, action tonight in the Big 12. Our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Of course, KU won last night. I saw that. Triple overtime.
Isn't that crazy?
That is very crazy. Heston over Mount Ridge. KU won last night 64-61. There are actually no games tonight of the Big 12. Action resumes tomorrow night. Jayhawks are home against the Utah Utes coming up on Saturday. Buhler ball, 7-point game. And Tori Tuschen on the inbound got too close to the El Dorado sideline right in front of their bench and stepped out of bounds, I guess.
That's what they called.
It feels like the officials are trying to help the home team. Yeah. El Dorado ball. Well, you got to keep your composure here. Get out of here with a win. There's Bressler inside. Too strong. Gets the rebound. She's got 4 defenders surrounding her in the lane, and they're going to call a foul?
How in the world are they calling a foul?
On Tori Tustin? Why is that not a tie-up like it's been every other time in the game?
I agree.
It's going to be the 3rd on Tori. It puts Bressler at the line, and her free throw is in and out, no good.
You know what they say, Aaron. Ball don't lie.
The officials are getting paid to help the home team?
Oh, man, it's getting a little curious, isn't it?
That one banks in for Bressler, a 6-point game. 37-31, 5:15 to go. And a foul the other way as Kinley Combs works it across the free throw line. So 5 fouls on Buhler. El Dorado is in the bonus for the final 5:13. That's now 3 on El Dorado, so they're racking them up too.
Good use of the hesitation dribble by Kinley.
That's the 2nd on Jenna Hadley. Here's Tori inside. Contact and a foul shot missed.
Tori had no intention of doing anything but just barreling in there, and I'm here for it.
That's the 2nd time that Bressler in the game has hit the deck hard.
Yeah, we're not rooting for anybody to get hurt, but Bressler's been pretty physical with the girls. It's good for the girls to be physical with her.
And Tustin, that is her 1st point of the game. Free throw up and good. 57% on the year. That stops a 4-0 Heston run as Jenna Lackey is in and Kinley Combs is out.
Kinley has given them fantastic minutes tonight.
Those 3 threes in the 3rd quarter, why Buhler has this lead. And Tustin with 2 free throws. So 39-31, it's an 8-point game. 5:08 to play. They've got to find a way to play without fouling in this last 5 minutes.
And not turning the ball over.
Every foul puts El Dorado with the free throw line. Hadley lost it. That's a tough pass right. No, the timeout Whitehead. Coach Whitehead gets a timeout. Hadley was falling out of bounds on a tough pass. Coach Chance Whitehead with the timeout here. 30 seconds, 31-29. Buhler make it 39-31 on HKFM.
Did you know at Scooters Coffee all their drinks are available hot, iced, or blended? Head to your locally owned Scooters to enjoy your favorite drink your way. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, Salina, and Abilene.
Taking your motorcycle out this weekend? This is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned Dick's Phillips 66. At Dick's, we offer the non-alcohol premium fuel your bike prefers, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
HKFM.
4:56 to go, 39-31. El Dorado to play it in. Kimboy up near the timeline, picked up by Kaya Edmond. Buhler's pretty much been straight up man-to-man tonight. Haven't really gone to that zone look with the defender out top like they like to run.
They're running Bressler with that high screen and roll, and Buhler lost her on the way to the bucket. Fortunate that ball was dribbled out of bounds.
Pass deflected far side out of bounds. Hadley will reset, and Tustin's going to pick it off like a defensive back. Layup good by Tori.
What a girl.
And a 10-point game again, 41-31, 4:27 to go.
And those turnovers between the circles are huge.
Hadley's got it. She'll drive through traffic, stripped by Jenna. Here comes Lackey the other way. And gets stuck in the lane, called for a double dribble.
Jenna's, that's a spot where if she's not comfortable, if she knows she's not going to take it up, just dribble out and then let the secondary break happen behind you.
I say full speed ahead right through the defender. And if you get the charge call, you just do.
Well, or if you miss the layup, you just miss it. But I think that's what she's concerned about.
Kimboy the other way to Bressler. Out front, Hadley.
Good defense.
Oh. And she gets bumped and fouled. Is that going to be on Kaya?
It is. And that, fortunately, that's going to put
it's the fourth on Edmond.
Hadley at the line where she's, what, 5 of 6 tonight?
Another one of those great performances we talked about in pregame as Hadley makes the free throw. Kelly Burns, I figured you'd remember that one right away.
I should have.
With Kelly, 19 here. That's been 10 plus years ago.
Yeah, I'm an old guy, man.
Right.
Watched a lot of basketball between now and then.
Hadley makes 1 of 2, 41-32. 9-point game, 3:45 to go. Nice find, Ella to Maddie. She couldn't get her feet set to go up for that shot, but saves it to Ella off the window. And Coach Darrow calls a timeout before the Voss shot.
Yeah.
Of course, we're talking about Kelly Burns, now an EMT, as one of our first responders. Pretty cool. Ladies trying to get out of here with a win.
I really think that year that was that her senior year?
Yes, that was
where they went to state.
Went all the way to state with 6 kids.
If they needed one more post player or Kelly to not get in foul trouble, and I think they got a real shot at state that year.
And Olivia Owens, you talked about her in the pregame. She loved playing El Dorado. Of course, El Dorado's not a team that's typically had a lot of size, so they didn't have anybody that could guard Liv.
Yeah, no, Olivia was.
I'd love to have Liv on this team right about now.
How much would Olivia like playing on this team right now?
Oh, goodness.
A bunch of guards that can do a bunch of stuff. They just need one really offensively minded post player.
Yeah, well, tough to lose Ryan Gotti early in the year.
That's
so
it.
Strong inside.
Yeah, and was really kind of developing that ability from 8 feet in to be a real problem. And everything kind of had to be rejiggered. Now, I will say this, Maddie and Harley have done, and Addie have done great work.
Buhler to play it in after the timeout by Coach Darrow. 3:36 to go. Well, when your posts are 5'8", 5'7", 5'7". Kaya, tough pass stolen away. She had 2 guards at the top, should have gone to the top.
Ella turned her
Ella
over.
with a steal against Hadley. Layup, yes, and a foul.
See that? She finished with her left, and then Ella, who is not one to show a whole lot of emotion, kind of let out a pretty powerful yell.
I like that.
Absolutely.
Had a girl, EV. And too strong in the free throw. Rebound, Bressler inside. 43-32. Lead is now 11 with 3:12 to go. El Dorado ball, Audrina Scott. Be careful, Kai, don't pick up that 5th foul. Here's a jumper.
And she can shoot.
She's got to shoot more. I mean, I go back to that. It surprises me.
Yeah, she has not missed very much.
43-34, 2:53 to go. Here's Kenley. Combs wants a 3. Strong.
It's a good look.
Rebound, Morgan. She might be a little better shooter from the corner. Liz Kimboy for 3. Hits it. That's her first bucket. Well, they're not going away. 43-37. Lead is just 6 now with 2:31 to go. This has been a long 4th quarter. Maddie's got it out high to Torrey. Right side, Kenley. They run her off the 3-point line. Back up top to Torrey. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Stallman's got it out front. Right side to Ella. Voss in the corner to Tustin. They've got to gin up something here. And Torrey
ginned it up.
Bates Jenna Hadley into a foul. That'll be the 3rd on Hadley. That is
should be a shot.
Going to put Tustin at the line as both teams are now in the bonus.
Boy, and if you're El Dorado, that's a terrible foul. Happened with 3 seconds left on the shot clock and a possession that was going absolutely nowhere for Buhler.
Torrey Tustin knocks in the first free throw.
Well, Torrey has come to life here in the 4th quarter.
So the Lackey backhand. Crusader basketball brought to you by First Team Sports, by H&R Block, Wade Patent Insurance, by Kaufman Seeds, and by Advanced Termite and Pest. One more for Tustin. rattles in and out. Rebound, Maddie Stallman.
What a great job by Mad Dog.
44-37. I'd like to see him take advantage and use some clock here. Here's Jenna out front with it, swings it far side of Torrey. Tustin drives around. Kimboy inside, missed. Rebound, Bressler.
I think we're real happy with that take, though.
Oh, yeah. Boy, Bressler's been a good rebounder for them. Ella almost with another steal on Parker. Parker inside, score it. 44-39. Lead is 5, 1:28 to go. Ross out high, right side, Stallman. Much improved El Dorado team. Lackey out front, right side, Tustin. Torrey drives. And Coach Darrow wants a timeout. It feels like we're
a little perilously closer than we'd like to be.
Little tense.
Yeah.
44-39. Timeout, Buhler. Crusaders by 5 late in the fourth on HKFM.
I'm Jared. Since 1948, we at Krupp Lumber in Heston have been helping customers all over the state choose the perfect lumber, right tools for the job, and provide quality products to make their homes stand the test of time. Krupp Lumber has all the best brands like Milwaukee Tools and outdoor power equipment, Marvin and Anderson windows, and R.D. Henry cabinets. Ask about our in-state delivery. Check us out at krupplumber.com. Krupp Lumber. Service is our specialty.
HKFM.
Here at Westman Atherton from Alumni Court at El Dorado High School tonight. Ladies have won 15 straight in this series. And the streak here in El Dorado stretches back even farther than that. This is not the El Dorado team that we've seen a lot of years, though.
No, this is a program. Coach Whitehead has got this thing going in the right direction. However, they're going to lose Hadley next year, and I'm not sure where their scoring will come from.
Boy, nice find inside. Stallman! Ooh, just missed off the front iron. That would have been maybe the nail in the coffin. Wildcats the other way. Bressler calling for the ball inside over Maddie. Up and good, and it's a 3-point game. Well, if you wanted attention, I guess you got it.
We got it.
They really need one more basket. At 19 points, here's the you could figure this out. They'll go through a stretch like that third where they score 19, but then they'll go through a stretch like they did in the second quarter where they only score 4.
Yeah, it's just consistent offense, and really so much of that is tied to their turning the ball over. You just cannot turn the ball over. You must take care of the basketball, and when they do, they're not too bad. When they don't, it gets bad, and it gets bad quickly.
Well, on our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, Wamego beat Abilene tonight, 71-25. That Wamego girls team, of course, won the SIT. They're really good. They're going to be a load in the 4A girls.
Indeed.
Come the postseason this year. Of course, our girls played at 4A State, won their opening round game last year over Labette County. Andale beats Nickerson tonight, 74-18. And Hoisington comes back to beat Smoky Valley, 45-30. Sterling, 51. Wichita Classical, 47. And Mount Ridge girls win tonight over Berean Academy, 55-22. Collegiate and Mac wins 66-28. 49 seconds to go here. Kinley Combs out front to Alavas. Must not turn the ball over. Here's Torrey, Goatee. On the wing to Kaya. Edmond drives in that lane. Stallman and foul.
It's an interesting spot to foul.
I think one of these free throws may do it.
Yeah, that would be really big. You got to have at least one of them.
Maddie 1 of 4 at the stripe tonight. That's her only point of the game. Came back in the first half. First free throw for Mad Dog here. Rattles in.
Ain't no problem for Mad Dog.
Jenna Lackey back in. They've been subbing her and Kinley Combs offense for defense. And Maddie makes 1 of 2. Rebound loose to the deck. Taken by El Dorado. 4-point game. 45-41. Inside, shot up, shot too strong. Rebound, Bressler stripped and fouled, and Ellie Bressler will go to the line with 22 seconds left.
Going to get Maddie on that. I'm almost okay with that. You really don't want to give up a layup in that situation. If Bressler steps and hits 2 of them, then okay.
So Bressler to the line where she's 1 of 2. Free throw in and out, no good.
And that makes it a good foul.
It will be a tough test by Buhler as Polk, Combs, and Sewell come in. We will go to Mound Ridge, or to Mulvane, I'm sorry, on Friday. Mulvane, 3-1 in the league, 10-5 overall on the season are the Wildcats. They're having their best year in a very long time. Bressler's second free throw hits. So still a 1-possession game, 45-42. And a quick foul here. Well, if you make your free throws, they can't get you.
That's it.
This is going to be Kinley Combs at the line, where she's 7 of 9 on the year. She
got to make this at least a 2-possession
had
game.
A sensational third quarter, got the first. That's a new career high for Kinley with 10 points. Those 3 threes in the third quarter, making the difference in the game.
Boy,
Kinley Combs,
hits.
2 free throws, 47-42. It's a 5-point game. I just don't know now with 19 seconds left if there's enough time.
Certainly if not with Cameron Parker shooting, or not Cameron Parker, but Jenna Hadley.
Right side, 3, too strong by Hadley. Morgan, rebound Buhler, and that should do it. Well, Voss, they're going to foul Voss. Going to get that on Hadley. She's going to end up with 14 in the game. But of the shots she took tonight, did she miss any?
Maybe 1. I mean, she shot the ball really well, but
she's got to shoot it more.
She's got to shoot way more. And Hadley just fouled out of the game.
That was her 5th foul in the game. Ella Voss will go to the line. Free throw rattles in and out, no good. Ella was 3 of 4 at the stripe before that miss. Second for Ella is on the way and bounces in and out, no good. 6 seconds left. Rebound El Dorado. Kimboy up the floor. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. That's your ball game. Buhler holds on to win with a solid second half. They score 31 in the second half tonight. El Dorado made a furious comeback at the end. They had a pretty good second half too, but just not enough. And Buhler holds on to win it. Despite being outscored 15-12 in the final quarter. But they win it 47-42. Their 16th straight win against the Wildcats, and they improved to 8-8 on the year. Back at 500, and they'll be on the road at Mulvane coming up on Friday. El Dorado falls to 6-9 on the season. That snaps a 1-game win streak. Wildcats now been in a tough stretch here where they have lost 4 out of their last, 6 out of their last 7. And they will host Augusta here in El Dorado on Friday night. 47-42 the final. Stay tuned. Our Rise Up Reno Locker Room show is next on HKFM.
You've been listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM. Coming up, we'll hear from Coach and name the Withco Steel Products Player of the Game. Stream Crusader Basketball on your smartphone with the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM.
Get ready to shamrock and roll for a great cause. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network invites you to their annual fundraiser at the Cosmosphere March 6th from 7 to 11 p.m. Make a bigger impact by becoming a table sponsor or grab your tickets now for a night of casino games, heavy hors d'oeuvres, live music, and exciting auctions. Every dollar raised helps support kids right here in Reno County. Become a table sponsor or buy tickets at riseupreno.org. Must be 21 to enter, and we'll see you at the Cosmosphere March 6th. Rise up, Reno.
The Bradbury Company, headquartered in Mound Ridge, is a family-owned custom equipment builder, and they're hiring qualified candidates for manufacturing roles. Apply online at BradburyGroup.com. The Bradbury Company, wishing the best of luck to all the teams.
At Hutch CC, I learned way more than what was in the books. Small classes, real support, and friends who feel like family. It gave me the confidence to chase what's next. Your future begins at hutchcc.edu.
Hey guys, how's practice going?
Papa, I can't hit the ball over the fence yet.
Well, Easton, that fence is 300 feet away and you're only 4 years old.
Papa, how long before we can hit the ball over the fence?
Boys, it's not always about home runs, it's about teamwork and always getting better. Ray Riffing's been around for 83 years and we still believe in teamwork and working hard.
So, Papa, it's going to take 83 more years until we're good?
No, Brogan, you'll be good long before that.
Riff the right way, the Ray way.
While the traditional model of reactive medicine involves intervening only when a patient is already sick or in crisis, here at Abilene Animal Hospital, we believe in a proactive approach that emphasizes preventative care. Regular screenings, lifestyle changes, and early detection to maintain long-term wellness is our goal. By scheduling a yearly wellness exam and blood work, our doctors can evaluate whether your pet has any medical concerns that need to be addressed. Call our friendly staff to set up an appointment today. Abilene Animal Hospital, your pet's second best friend.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, a 31-point second half. My philosophy in girls basketball, Matt, over the years has kind of been you score over 40, you're going to win more than you lose.
For sure. Girls did it, and really it was that 19-point explosion in the third quarter that kind of tells the story for Buhler. I mean, able to make enough free throws to bring it home, but I think when they go back and look at what happened in the fourth quarter, we talked about it off there, it was really those early fouls in the fourth quarter that allowed El Dorado to kind of get some rhythm and get back in the game after Buhler had kind of expanded that lead out. It was either double digits or right at double digits.
Yeah, there was about a string of 6-7 fouls that just boom, 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 boom.
Yep. Did you say
6-7?
There we go.
Buhler led early in the first quarter, led by 6 after 1. It was a tie game at halftime. And then they stretched it to 8 at the end of the third. That was because of the sharp shooting of Kenley Combs. 3 threes in the third quarter. And a new career high for Kenley tonight with 11. And they stretch it to as many as 11 in the fourth. El Dorado hanging tough, getting to the foul line where they went 12 of 17 in the game. Buhler at the free throw line. Not, you know, at the end of the night, you feel like it's one-sided. El Dorado 12 of 17. Buhler was 10 of 19, so it ended up kind of evening itself out.
Yeah, again, you know, we've talked about it off and on. Buhler has not been a very good free throw shooting team this year. To shoot, I guess 10 of 19 is just a tick over 50%, but for a team that is offensively struggles to get going, you'd really like to see that thing creep up to 70%, 65, 70% on the reg. All of that said, let's talk about Kenley Combs for a minute.
I believe she is tonight's WIFCO Steel Products player of the game.
Yeah,
the kid gets. I like her in the corner. She gets her feet set. Boom. Like it.
I like that. She came up with 11 in the game, 9 on 3 3-pointers in the third quarter. That really just was the spark that Buhler needed. And all of a sudden, when you have a kid hitting shots from outside like that, doesn't everything just feel a whole lot easier? And here's the thing, with Tori, with Ella, and with Kenley, if they will all get going at the same time, there is some offensive firepower here, but they've just got to decide to do it. Man, that was really fun to watch Kenley. And that confidence to step to the line there in the fourth quarter with the game on the line and just bang 2 free throws that were nothing but net. That was awesome. So proud of her.
11 from Kinley Combs, our player of the game. We'll come back, final stats, and wrap up our ladies contest right after this on HKFM.
Next on the Rise Up Reno Locker Room Show, we'll bring you final stats in our Dix Phillips 66 postgame fill-up. Revisit live audio and video of today's game at adastraradio.com. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
The hub where good times spin. Brick of it up where dreams begin. Brewed and baked just for you. The hub's the place for something true.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
Farmers, turn your old equipment and materials into cash at Scrap Management Industries. Tractors, irrigation pipes, storage tanks, and more. No amount is too big or too small. Recycle it for cash with Scrap Management Industries in Hutchinson at Avenue G in Maine.
Are you considering putting up a fence, building a garage, adding on to your home, or purchasing ground? For all your surveying needs, contact Alpha Land Surveys in Hutchinson at 620-728-0012. Or go to alphalandsurveys.com.
Holly here with Holly Sweet Treats. We have all the treats for your sweetheart this year. Valentine's Day gifts, cookies, chocolate-covered strawberries, the perfect way to say I love you. Follow us on social media, stop in at 205 South Main in Hutchinson, or call 888-YUM. Holly Sweet Treats. Stay on the sweet side.
Plaza Astor Realty is your top choice for both commercial and residential real estate. Consistently ranked #1, we've been serving our area for over 40 years. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, our expert team is here to help. Call or visit plaza-astor.com.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. At Block, we're committed to inspiring confidence at tax time and beyond. Call today so we can get you squared away.
Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here, our ladies post game, 47-42. Coach Darrow, and you get the win tonight. That's thing number one. Kinley Combs with 11 points, career high for her. And when you needed a spark in the third quarter, man, did she get hot at the right time. That was fantastic.
Yes, she did. And out of that next timeout, I said, if you get an inch of room, you shoot the next one. And she did, and it was right on line, just left it a little short. She is a kid. I want to give full credit to Kinley and give her moments for a second, because that girl has worked. She is in the gym every morning shooting. She stays late and shoots. She comes in on Sundays and shoots. She was in there more than any kid this summer shooting on our Dr. Dish machine, and it showed tonight. I'm very proud of her.
And she didn't get there a lot, but she has got a really nice shot from the free throw line too.
Yes, that lineup we put in at the end, we have our statistics that we use on our free throw group that we like, and she is right now our best free throw shooter, 78% on the year, and she upped that tonight.
Yeah, and you get the win against it's not the El Dorado team that I think people are used to. Coach White had his first year. He's really got them turned around in the right direction.
Absolutely, yeah. I love what they're doing. Big shout out to them. I love to see it. I love to see Division IV continuing to grow. They did that. Somebody said they've got as many wins this year as the last 3 years combined, and we love to see that success any night but tonight.
Yeah, Hadley, she's a 12. She's a great shooter. I don't know that of her field goals, she maybe missed one attempt in the game.
Yeah, and free throw line, she's just as good. I mean, she is just very, very solid for them. She's going to be a fun player to continue to watch what they can do as we get closer to the postseason here. And I thought Jenna did a fantastic job on her tonight. Even the time she was contested, she still made a few of those. You tip your cap to her, and we go on to the next play.
Well, a night where you survive with kind of being undermanned a little bit in that post.
Yep.
Kids stepping up, doing some good things for you.
Yep.
Keep racking up those wins. It'd be really great here as we get ready to go back into league play. Find a way to stay in that top 8 and get a home game first round of postseason.
Absolutely. We know how important it is to us to have a postseason game in Jim Baker Fieldhouse. We love playing there. We love our home crowd. That's everything we're trying to do is get back to JBF when we get 3 weeks from now into the postseason. And Friday with the Mulvane team that's going to be coming in hot. We'll see what the Wellington score was with them tonight. But that's a top of the league battle right there. So we know how important that one is.
So it kind of feels like for your team, Coach, with what you're able to do defensively, your defense at times has just been stellar.
Yep.
It's just, can you limit turnovers and get enough shots on the offensive end? Is that fair?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. We say a lot, our defense becomes our offense. The more work we do down there, then we get the steals, run out layups. We did a great job of that. Naya had a great pass to Ella down in transition. Jenna got out and finished one early on. And that's absolutely our identity. When you talk to other teams and coaches, they know that about us. We're going to be a tough team. We're going to defend you. We got to rebound better for sure, and continue to fly around in our zone. I liked what we did in that tonight. We're going to continue to mix that up.
All right, Coach, appreciate you. We'll see you Friday in Mulvane.
Can't wait. Thank you, guys.
That's John Darrow with us. Our final fill-up tonight brought to you by Dick's Phillips 66. Jenna Hadley led all scores for El Dorado with 14. Cameron Parker with 9, Ellie Bressler with 8. Buhler got 11 tonight from Kinley Combs. Tori Tushton with 5, Ella Voss with 9, Jenna Lackey with 2, Naya Sewell with 2, Kenzie Polk with 6, Maddie Stallman with 2, and Kaya Edmond with 10. And kind of a little bonus number for us tonight, Matt. 21 points from beyond the three-point line, which, hey, for us, that's gravy.
Yeah, that's good. You know, we've talked about it a number of times throughout the season also. Whenever Buhler gets 2 kids in double figures, all of a sudden this team becomes really difficult to beat. A couple of kids in double figures, and wouldn't you know it, Buhler takes home the victory.
And a little bit of something from everybody. Kenzie Polk had a couple of huge threes in the game, so another team win for the ladies tonight, 47-42. Every tourney begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66. Guys are coming up. We'll talk about it next on HKFM.
Stay tuned next for Game 2 of our Buhler basketball doubleheader and the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Your home for Buhler Crusader basketball is HKFM.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact Tara Haslauer, agent at Tara Haslauer Agency, LLC at 2612 North Main Street in Hutchinson today, or call 620-921-3343. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The Hutch Medicine Shop stocks a full line of products from Hyatt Labs, headquartered in the heart of America, Sterling, Kansas. Hyatt uses botanical sources from their countries of origin that have been used for hundreds of years. Athia Plus is their original product. The Medicine Shop also carries Arum Flex for inflammation, Arum Focus for mental acuity, and Arumasil for cold sores. Swing by the Medicine Shop and learn more about the Hyatt Labs line.
Hutch-Rec youth volleyball programs are open for registration. Introduce your kids to the wonderful world of volleyball with our Little Diggers League, which is designed for children ages 3 to 6, or promote active living and strengthen teamwork skills in our youth recreation volleyball leagues for ages 7 to 10. Registration deadline for Hutch-Rec's youth volleyball programs is March 8th. Ask about our scholarships. Register in person at 17 East 1st or online at hutchrec.com.
At Blue Stem Communities, they believe in living well at every stage of life. With trusted locations in McPherson, Heston, North Newton, and Hutchinson, they're proud to offer vibrant senior living options from independent living to assisted care and skilled nursing. Each community is grounded in compassion, connection, and a commitment to nonprofit mission. Come and see what living well can be at Blue Stem Communities. Live well with Blue Stem Communities in McPherson, Heston, North Newton, and Hutchinson.
Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here from Alumni Court at El Dorado High School, Buhler guys coming in at 8-7, 3-1 in the league. They've lost 3 straight, though. Another stretch where they've kind of lost themselves. We saw that happen before Christmas in the Rock Creek tournament, coming out that 55-32 loss to Heston. Andrew, I was kind of talking with you a little bit about it, and hopefully tonight's a good night where we can get Isaiah pointed back in the right direction.
That's what I'm hoping. He gets a little quiet sometimes in stretches, and I think hopefully this will be a game where he can kind of regain some of that confidence, some of that aggressiveness. That's what he needs.
We've got a lot of good pieces in it, but I think it's his team, and he's going to go where they're going to go where he takes them. I really believe that.
I mean, if for no other reason, he's just got the ball in his hands so much, becomes the tone setter, and I think he's done a really good job defensively all year. He is able, I've said it probably, if not every game, a number of them, that Isaiah is able to break pretty much anyone down off the dribble. Because he can do that, they can always go 1-4 flat or spread the floor and get him a shot. I would like to see him call his own shot a little bit more. I just think it's not selfish if you really can get a good shot by yourself. That's just good basketball. And so I really think they can do that. And honestly, when you have other guys that are having to defend way bigger, if you can give those guys an offensive possession where they're not having to carry quite as much weight, it helps them out. For a guy like Jacob, for a guy like Luke, for guys that are having to guard inside, usually guys that are 2 or 3 inches bigger, it would help them out a little bit too.
Well, Buhler should be favored in most of their matchups down the stretch, averaging just under 53 points a game. They've won 4 straight in this series. Last loss came on this floor in February of 2022. That was the year the teams played 3 times. Ended up Buhler winning in the sub-state final over El Dorado. Wildcats is 3-10 under 6th-year head coach Drew Culbertson. They lost to McPherson last week in their last outing, 74-49. They averaged just under 47 points a game. Leading scorer is Will Lechtenberg, a 6'3 junior at 11.6. Lucero and Mays are their best outside shooters. And it's one of those where you're expected to win. I think important, Andrew, just come take care of business. Let's not mess around. You don't want to get caught in a game where it's close late with them.
On a weird Tuesday night in the middle of February or start of February. Weird things can happen like that, but I think Coach Tate has a really good sense of how to get his players motivated and how to get their focus back. So we'll look for a little bit of that tonight.
The phrase "don't play with your food," right?
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but it makes sense. When it's time to eat. And Tuesday night in El Dorado is time to eat.
I heard NBA announcers talking about this. I'm like, it's like 6, 7. One guy said it, and then now every guy says it.
Nah, man, that is why people tune in for this high quality.
You know what? I'm waiting for other people to. I coined the phrase "the old slammer," and nobody's.
Well, Aaron.
Nobody's taken it and run with it yet.
I've got some reasons as to why. maybe we'll talk about it on the way home.
Yeah, I'm trying to get myself a little.
You need to trademark it.
A little trademark money.
Yeah, there you go.
See what the Crusaders can do. Mentioned the 4-game win streak against Wildcats. El Dorado just 2-3. They're at the bottom of Division 4 of the league. Collegiate at the top. We get them, man. They're going to be good. I'm very interested to see that Matt Collegiate score on the guys' side tonight. That's in McPherson. All right, starting lineups and the tip next. Guys, coming up on HKFM.
We're just minutes away from Crusader basketball on HKFM. Next, the starting lineups. Aaron West brings you Buhler Crusader basketball with game day coverage 20 minutes before tip-off. 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, I'm Travis Audie, Operations Supervisor with Stoopsman's Refuse Disposal. Safety is our number one goal, and all of our employees know the importance of safety when it comes to our customers. I invite you to check us out online at stootsmanrefuse.com. Just one more reason to choose Stootsman's Refuse Disposal. Our business is picking up.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away at B & Adams. Like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Few girls finals in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Trinity Catholic snaps a 21-game losing streak tonight. They beat Central Christian of Wichita 36-34. Halstead over Heston. Lady Dragons stay undefeated 51-49. But that tells me how good a defense we played against Heston on Friday.
Halstead girls just retool and reload, really don't they?
Yeah. Andale beat Nickerson tonight 74-18. Sterling 51, Wichita Classical 47. Moundridge 55, Marine Academy 22. And McPherson beat Collegiate 66-28. Our girls win tonight 47-42 with a career high 11 points from Kinley Combs. We're just about set for starting lineups and the tip of our guys game coming up here from El Dorado. And we will bring those lineups to you next. Our final pregame timeout. We're back right after this on HKFM.
Why choose Quality Body Shop in Pleasant View? Choosing Quality Body Shop means you're working with a family-owned business that has over 50 years of experience in collision repair. Quality Body Shop in Pleasant View. Quality you can see, every detail, every time.
This is Jason Stallman with Stallman Ag Risk Management and the Sylvius Insurance Group. I take pride in partnering with my clients for all their crop, pasture, and livestock insurance needs. Stallman Ag Risk Management. Contact me today.
620-899-0076.
Livestock nutrition, pet food to feed and see. Grain storage and the vet supplies, tires and batteries, crop chemicals, fertilizers, bulk fuel and propane. Professionals to count on, we can help you sell that grain. One Stop does it all, CPC is who you call, where full value is always guaranteed. You get today's technology and yesterday's values. Call your Central Prairie Co-op team.
HKFM.
All right, let's meet tonight's Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups located inside Heartland Credit Union. 29th in Main in Hutchinson. Contact Monty Cross. 620-888-6485. El Dorado 3-10 on the season through 13 games. Out of Division 4, the Ark Valley. Sixth-year head coach Drew Culbertson, the 6'3 junior, number 3, Will Lechtenberg, averaging just under 12 points a game. A 6'3 junior, number 4, Charlie Beggs. And Beggs, a 6'1 senior, number 5, Jackson Scheffler, best rebounder, averaging 6 points a contest. 5'11 sophomore, number 11, Nate Lucero. He averages just under 10 a game. And a 6' junior, number 14, Peyton White, averaging 4.9 points. Lechtenberg, Beggs, Scheffler, Lucero, and White for El Dorado. For Eric Tate's Buhler Crusaders, 8-7 through 15 games. At one guard, a 5'10 senior, 0, Isaiah Heredia, averaging 8.2 points and 3 assists. At guard, a 5'10 senior, number 1, Jared Miller, just under 3 points a game. At forward, a 6'3 junior, number 4, Asher Zachary, averaging 6 points and 7 rebounds. At guard, a 6'3 senior, 13, Luke Holberg, averaging 11 points, 4 rebounds. And at forward, a 6'1 senior, number 24, Jacob Miller, 11 points, 5.3 rebounds. Heredia, Miller, Zachary, Holberg, and Miller for Buhler. They will be in their road uniforms tonight. Road maroon uniforms trimmed in black with the white lettering. It'll be the home whites, black trim, black lettering trimmed in red for El Dorado. And just like tonight's teams, I Need a Cleaners can help you look like a winner. It's where to take your clothes. Here in West Bend, Atherton, Andrew Epp, Alumni Court in El Dorado. And let's get this skid stopped.
Do it on the defensive end, set the defensive intensity early, get some turnovers, a couple leak outs, and let's get off to a great start here.
I think we might have hit on the pregame, but when our guys have struggled this year, particularly our guards for whatever reason, it's been against teams that are bigger and more physical than we are.
That's it, Coach. If I've heard Coach really get into his kids about anything a lot this year, it's about he hates getting out physical.
I don't think that'll be a problem tonight. El Dorado's going to win the tip. Left to right on KWHK Hutchinson. Lechtenberg, top of that circle. Poked away by Jacob Miller. El Dorado gets it back. There's Beggs in the corner. He'll work it out high to Lucero. And stripped in the lane. Asher Zachary comes up with it. Here comes Isaiah the other way. Heredia with a right-handed dribble down the right side lane line to the bucket. Good early aggression. A whistle and a foul called. And it's like Isaiah heard us a little pep talk in the pregame.
Yeah, I'm sure you spent a ton of time listening to what we have to say.
Right to the bucket.
I do love that take. So aggressive to the cup. That's so good.
You know, the other thing, that he's only shot, this will be just his 12th free throw of the year.
Oh, he's got to double that in the next couple games, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he really probably should be taking 5 or 6 a night.
Missed the first strong. Buhler on the year as a team had 61%, 1 of 2 for Isaiah. 1-0 Crusaders, 7:24 to go in the first. Wildcats the other way in that lane. Here's White, kick out right side circle to Lucero. Out front Lechtenberg. Far side to Beggs. Right side 3, missed strong by Lucero. Rebound Asher Zachary. They'll play it ahead. Jared Miller in the corner. Pass tipped away, though, by Peyton White out of bounds. It'll stay with Buhler.
Guys, to me, so far, and just looking kind of at the matchups, this has the feel of a good game for Jared Miller coming up. We'll keep an eye on that, see if he can get some fast break opportunities and do his thing on defense.
There's Jacob
maybe a 3.
On a kick out to Jared. 3, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Peyton White.
Right on line, just back rim.
Aldo the other way. Out front with it is Scheffler. Inside. Good hesitation, then the lay-in by Lechtenberg.
It's a pretty good move by Lechtenberg. Beat 3 Crusaders to get there.
2-1 El Dorado, 6:34 to go in the quarter. Take about high to Isaiah. He'll back up near the timeline. Dribbles to the right, now left. Plays it off to Zachary. Holmberg, right side circle. He had a tough night on Friday, but so did everybody else wearing a maroon uniform.
Good luck.
Here's Asher. 3, yes, for Zachary.
Well, I thought Jared was going to take it. Instead, he passed it up. Got an even better shot for Asher.
Buhler by 2, 4-2. 6:05 to play in the quarter. Now a steal by Luke, and then deflected away out of bounds by El Dorado. It'll be Buhler ball.
If you were 5, whatever, let's see, 6 foot, I guess. I thought he was 5'10", that Peyton White is. How would you like to be trapped by Jacob and Isaiah in the corner?
I don't think anybody wants to be trapped by those guys.
No, that's a tough little spot there.
We had a whistle here and an issue with the
clock issue.
Yeah.
Should have been they should have turned over the shot clock.
They got it at 25 right now, and the steal just happened, so I don't know why it's not getting reset to.
I agree.
Like 31 or something, but I don't think Buhler will need it.
Will inbound right in front of the scores table. Isaiah dribbles it over, right side circle. Out front, Jacob Miller, left side of Holmberg. Spins his way along the baseline, fade away in that lane. If that would have gone.
Yeah, he kind of lost his footing.
That would have been a great shot.
A little bit of an awkward shot for Luke.
Aldo the other way. And stripped to the lane. Lechtenberg fouled. He'll have 2 coming at the line.
No, they're going to put that on the ground.
Yeah, they're going to get Isaiah trying to reach from the backside when he kind of lets the guy go by.
Crusader basketball brought to you by Inman Funeral Home, by Lyle Gertson with a Line Realty. Isaacson Insurance Agency, by the Buhler Booster Club, and by Community National Bank and Trust. 3 by Lucero, right side rims long. Rebound, Buhler, here comes Isaiah, drives, kicks, Luke, corner 3, short, rebound, tapped him out, taken by Jacob Miller, inside, scored it, and a foul.
Just too strong. First off, great shot created for Luke. Luke just missed it. Jake not giving up on it, but goes right through the defender to get that back up on the glass.
Since Friday Night Lights, how strong are you? Too strong.
Well, he goes right through Lechtenberg, and Jacob's given at least an inch or two to Lechtenberg, but Jacob no trouble going right through him and hits the free throw.
Jacob 61% of the line of the year, hits the free throw to make it 7-2, 5:09 to go in the quarter. 3 left side, too strong by Charlie Beggs. Long rebound pulled down by Peyton White.
That 3 was so bad, nobody was able to get the rebound.
Here's a 3 by Lechtenberg, short, rebound Isaiah. Arania through traffic up that floor, quickly right to left, right to the cup, fouled again.
Brilliant. Number 1, he split a triple team in the backcourt. But again, that it's easy to celebrate that, and it's awesome. But that shows you he can do that all the time. He really can. Like he can get where he wants to go with the dribble, almost. I mean, darn near all the time. And so, like,
free throw good.
He can just impress himself on the game so much more.
Foul on Lechtenberg, his first. Here comes Landon Martinez into the game. Talk a little bit about Landon. I think Landon, as he continues to develop, is going to have some of that same ability with his athleticism to get himself to the rim.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's
really missed the second.
Kind of an interchangeable piece with Jared right now.
No, don't call that on Isaiah again.
There's a drive. White stripped. All right, now you've got 2. You're the senior. I don't know when to. When to do that and when to not.
I really think that's one thing that I wish I could change about Isaiah's game is that he gets one early and doesn't play as smart as he should.
He comes out of the game. Ball knocked away, a steal. Here comes Jacob Miller the other way. I will say in the girls' game, this crew, they called a lot of fouls, and they are headed.
Some ticky-tack stuff.
They are headed that way in the guys' game. As Jacob was stripped inside, that is the first on Jackson Scheffler. And that's going to put Miller back at the line. First free throw good. Jacob, 4 early points. Chase Peffley into the ballgame, a little more height for Coach Culbertson at 6'3". He replaces Peyton White. Second free throw for Jacob Miller, too strong. Rebound Beggs of El Dorado. So 9-2 our score. 7-point game. Shot baseline the other way, missed by Scheffler. Rebound contested and another foul.
Wow.
We might be here till tomorrow, guys.
Going to get Scheffler. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be
2 on Scheffler.
Those buses, if you're waiting for kids at home, are going to be late getting back to Buhler tonight.
So that puts Buhler in the bonus with the 5th team foul on Eldo.
Are we halfway through the quarter yet? Nope.
Not quite. And Landon Martinez has 2 at the line. This is only his 9th free throw try of the year, 3 of 8. And he missed the first. Here is Grady Scanlon into the Wildcat lineup now. And Scheffler with those 2 fouls goes out. Scanlon with the flowing locks. And Martinez 1 of 2. Buhler first team to 10 here, 10-2. 8-point game, 4:17 to go in the quarter against pressure El Dorado. Here comes Peffley into that lane, turnaround shot. Missed. Rebound Asher Zachary.
Really feel like you should say rebound. Guess who?
They'll play it ahead of Bryson on a 3. Missed. Rebound Luke inside. Put back short. Rebound El Dorado.
Ooh, he wants that one back. He had done the work to get a good look and just rushed it a bit.
Far side, Lucero down to 3:47 to play in the quarter. Here's Lucero on a drive in the trees. Kicks it out to Peffley. Peffley knocked loose. Asher got a hand on it, comes up with a loose ball. Landon ahead, far side of the floor. He's going to drive inside, opposite corner. McCurdy passes out of the three. Back up top to Martinez. Bryson sets the play out high. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Luke. Oh, that was going to be an easy layup, and Landon, he got a little bit ahead of the pass and lost it out of bounds.
That was a good look. That was about to be a lot of fun.
That was a great pass. I really think Landon was eyeing the rim, just took his eye off the ball. And a timeout on the floor. Late first quarter, 10-2 Crusaders on HKFM.
In Kansas, we've all heard the saying, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Hi, this is Brad Patton with Wade Patton Insurance in Hutch. Since our agency was founded in 1933 and through 4 generations, our family has seen its fair share of Kansas storms. But through it all, our family has been there, helping to protect the people and businesses of Hutchinson and around Kansas. Stop by and see us today at 6th and Main, or check out WadePattonInsurance.com. Independent since 33, Wade Patton Insurance.
HKFM.
Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by First National Bank, by Scooters Coffee, proud sponsor of the Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. You can nominate your mom to win a Scooters Coffee gift card at adastraradio.com. Also by Dick's Phillips 66, Bank of the Plains, and by Horizons Mental Health Center. 10-2, Buhler, 3:16 to go in the first here. In our nightcap from El Dorado. Wildcats will play it in length of the floor. Lucero will have it in backcourt, picked up by Landon Martinez. There's Lechtenberg. Buhler applying some full court pressure.
Ooh, they got the 25 before he crossed.
Peffley out front to Beggs. Lucero lost the handle. Scanlon gets it back for the Wildcats. Far side, Peffley. 8 on the shot clock. Peffley still way out high. They may not get a shot off here. Late shot guarded by Lechtenberg. Rims long. Rebound.
Wow.
Where was the foul there?
Where's the foul?
Lucero got the rebound. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Was there a shove?
Man, if there was,
with the ball in the air?
I can't imagine. It's so ticky-tack.
That is going to be the first on Asher. He comes out of the game along with Miller. Jacob Miller. Jared Miller returns. And a Nick Chance in the game, too. Pull-up free throw line jumper missed by Lucero. El Dorado stuck on 1 field goal. Here's a pass ahead. Bryson to Luke. Layup good.
Good look. Very good look.
12-2, a 10-point game. Still 2:20 to go in this quarter. Fouls have really slowed this game down. Out on the wing, left side, Lucero for 3.
I think you like saying that. Lucero. It's an all-name team.
There you go.
Recognition.
Can you roll your R's too while you're at it?
Ooh, I can.
They're in their half court to our left. Bryson McCurdy out front. Off to Holmberg.
Ooh.
Nice dish inside. The floater good by Landon.
Well, finally got that pass to Landon. Well done.
14-5, a minute 35 to go in the quarter. Colorado the other way. Hot potato, threw it away.
I thought Landon
got
a
for
piece on
Lechtenberg.
Yeah, Landon tipped that. He recovered. Oh, maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
They're going to say it's Buhler ball.
Love that dribble drive by Luke. He comes up the baseline, and then Landon just dive cuts to the middle as the defense goes to him, leaves him wide open.
Just excellent recognition by Landon and Luke. Love that little dump-off pass.
Far side, McCurdy. Here's the roll down the lane by Holmberg. Shot short, but a foul that'll put Luke at the line for 2.
Gonna get Beggs, and if you're Luke, and they're gonna call those kind of fouls, I think you have to just keep attacking, don't you?
Holmberg on the year is by far been the to the line the most times. This is his 33rd free throw shot, 66%, and rattles in the first. Actually, I say that he's actually second on the team to Jacob Miller, but he and Jacob have taken a ton of free throw tries this year. First good by Holmberg, and a second rattles in and out, no good. Rebound is saved by Buhler. McCurdy inside, score it.
Boy, you never save a ball in if you're the other team under.
Ganlon went after that long rebound and saved it right to McCurdy.
Hey, why would you save it in under the other team's basket?
17-5. 12-point game and another foul.
Maybe they're getting paid by the whistle.
Yeah, Izzy's game for the third grade
Luke Holmberg
rec league basketball was way more physical than this one right here because the refs were letting them do it, and that's good. I mean, they call what they needed to.
Will Lechtenberg, that's the first free throw try of the game for El Dorado.
We have 9 foul calls in the first quarter.
Lechtenberg the second, rattles around and in. He's got 4 early points.
I think it's more than that because it's the fouls stop at 5 on the scoreboard.
52 seconds to go in the quarter. McCurdy out high, far side chance in the corner to Holmberg. Near side Bryson, mid-lane chance in the corner to Jared. Now the 15 on the shot clock. Holmberg pulls up in the lane and drops it in.
Man, that is easy money for Luke.
19-7, back to a 12-point game. Half a minute to go in the quarter. Shot inside too strong by Eldo. Rebound Buhler. McCurdy quickly up the far side of the floor and off the window, missed. Rebound put back by Holmberg, missed. Rebound El Dorado.
Ooh, that was a travel.
And a charge taken by Jared Miller. Inside, a little out of control that time. On Nate Lucero. I'm sorry, that's on Lechtenberg.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And he's down. Lechtenberg picks up his second foul.
The way he's breathing, I sure bet he got the wind knocked out of him.
Yeah, that's exactly what that looks like to me. Yeah. We've all been there.
Anybody who's had that happen knows you think you may never breathe normal again.
Especially if if he fell backwards and landed straight on his back. Either that or when he drove into Jared got him right in the gut.
I think
that's
Matt's take
kind of what it looks more like.
Exactly.
That Jared got him right in the gut.
Yeah.
He's up and okay. That's good to see. Did you ever be goofing around with your buddies as a little kid? 4 to shoot here. Chance in the corner of 3. You like boxing with your buddies as young kids, and you get caught right in the gut with one.
I have. Woo-hoo-hoo. Not my favorite.
Yeah. 19-7, end of 1. Buhler with the lead on HKFM.
Pools Plus proudly services pools and spas all over the state of Kansas. Family owned and operated right here in downtown Hutchinson, Pools Plus is the one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool, spa, and grilling needs. And now offering outdoor furniture, creating family fun for 30 years. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Outdoor living doesn't start until you call us at Pools Plus.
This Valentine's Day, show your car a little love at Hutch Auto Body. From minor dings to major repair, we treat every vehicle like our own. No surprises, just quality craftsmanship you can trust. Fall back in love with your ride today. Stop in at 16 East Avenue A in Hutch. Hutch Auto Body. First class service, on time, every time.
HKFM.
19-7 after 1. Buhler with the lead. McCurdy, chance Chance times 2 out there now, both Zach and Nick, along with Jacob Miller. And Zachary, the 5 to start quarter number 2. Here's Nick Chance. They'll work it to Zach in the corner for 3. Swish!
Wow. Love that.
Took no time to get that ball up.
That's his second made 3 of the season. 22-7, 15-point game. 7:40 to go in the half. El Dorado will bump out front. They don't have a guy like, we need a basket.
No.
This guy.
Nope, they do not. Well, if they did, I think it's Lechtenberg, but he's on the bench right now trying to recover, get his wind back.
Called that foul on Zach Chance, his first. And now what do we got?
Timeout.
Coach Culbertson wants a timeout.
Oh, he was torqued off, wasn't he?
Whew. Guys, we may still be here tomorrow.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
Coach Culbertson not happy with whatever he had drawn up. They did not run it.
Correct.
Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Erickson Custom Building, by Midway Motors, Sunflower Electric Supply, by People's Bank and Trust, and by Croft Lumber. Our Act 360 Insurance ones to watch. I have my eye on Isaiah and Luke tonight to see how they rebounded after a tough game on Friday. They both have done well so far, although Isaiah is stuck on the bench right now with those 2 fouls.
1-3-1.
And out front, Zach Chance. Boy, the Chance brothers have the perfect length for that 1-3.
They really, really do.
With Asher in there too.
And they're interchangeable.
Yeah. Right side, a whistle and a travel on Jace Peffley. Going back the other way. Act 360 Insurance contact agents Darren Eddy and Cody Morris in Inman. Partners in your legacy. Bryson McCurdy across the timeline. Here's Nick Chance with it. Left side, Jacob Miller.
What a pass.
Bryson, corner 3, bingo!
Goodness sakes.
That thing was a frozen rope from Jacob to Bryson in the corner.
25-7.
We had the angle for it, like when you're behind the pitcher's mound.
Yes.
Ooh. Right now a pass deflected. And Lechtenberg saves it up in the air to his teammate Scanlon, who loses it out of bounds right in front of the El Dorado bench. Last touch by Buhler. It's like a pinball, guys. Just
no kidding.
Everywhere. Cameron Smith is going to check into the ballgame for El Dorado. Jace Peffley will go out.
Hey, that turnover, by the way, right here, the only other turnover in the game for Buhler so far was that one that Landon kind of mishandled down there. That's it. 2 turnovers so far in the game.
Lucero with it.
About saw a chase dunk.
Far side, Peyton White. 3 too strong. Rebound, Bryson McCurdy.
I think they're going to get Lucero.
Smallest guy on the floor gets the rebound and then gets fouled.
Should I say Lucero? You like that? So good, man.
That's like an Italian vibe.
I know, man.
Is that what it is?
Beautiful.
Makes me want some pizza.
Ooh, now you're speaking my language.
Not just any pizza, Matt. You what pizza would I be speaking of?
Well, what we normally have is Casey's Pizza lane after a basketball game.
Oh, that's on the money right there. There's Bryson in the lane.
What a finish.
Flips it to the cup and scores.
How clever by Bryson.
27-7. Outside, 3 missed by Zakiah Kern.
Go.
Rebound Asher. Ahead, Nick Chance called for a travel.
I didn't think he did. I thought he just pivoted.
Here comes Isaiah with those 2 fouls back into the game. He had 2 early points. He was aggressive early. I liked it. El Dorado ball, 5:34 to go in the game. A little late, Kate. There's not Casey's. Oh, You'd think I'd be getting paid to talk about that. They're not a sponsor.
Little Lake Casey.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a great finish.
Nice strong finish inside by Peyton White, and a foul.
Asher picks up the foul.
Not a lot of people do that to Asher there. That was the best play El Dorado made today, and maybe they will for the rest of the game.
Asher lost his shoe, too.
Asher's second foul.
He and Zach Chance come out. Holmberg and Jared Miller back in.
Both Zach and Nick given good minutes in the first half.
No doubt.
Is there, by the way, another team in the state as White makes the three-point play? Is there another team in the state that has 3 sets of twins?
I can't imagine.
That's a good trivia question there. Can we have somebody sponsor that?
Yeah, you need to send that one out to Sports in Kansas.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that
Caters can't play.
One of them is hurt. We can have all 4 of them on the floor at the. Or all. Well, I guess you could have 5 of the 6. You can still do that, but yeah.
Oh,
there's a steal inside, foul on the floor.
Nope.
Oh, that's a gift.
That's on Luke Holmberg, his second.
Luke has 2, and Isaiah almost picked up a third right there.
We're stuck at 27-10, 5:02 to go before halftime. Right side Kern out front to Peyton White. And right side 3, missed front iron, rebound Lando Martinez. Here comes Lando the other way, far side of the floor.
Well, you could see him looking to center that all the way up the floor. He just couldn't find the right angle.
Out high, Jared Miller. Off the bounce to Jacob Miller. He'll shoot the 3 over the defenders. Strong. Rebound. He gets his own rebound. Back to the cup. Missed it, but a foul, and Jacob Miller will go back to the stripe. Young basketball players, let that be an example to follow your own shot.
Don't give up on the play. Just because you missed the shot doesn't mean the play's over.
Foul on Cameron Smith, his first. Jacob Miller on the free throw try good. Here's Bryson McCurdy back in for Luke Holmberg. Unlike in the NBA where they shoot and go to the other end.
Well, that's because they make.
Is that what that is?
Yes.
I don't know. You've been watching a different Mavs team than the one I've been watching.
Cooper Flag makes, man.
2 at the line for Jacob Miller, makes it 29-10. Far side Cameron Smith. Had it poked away, taken by Bryson McCurdy on a steal. Far side Isaiah Heredia.
Oh, no.
Pass stolen away, picked off by Daniel Bolin inside, gets the finger roll and a foul. See, I would tell Jacob, you are bigger and stronger. You're going to foul, but do not let him finish that shot.
Well, that's the thing. You either have to make a business decision and think, okay, this officiating crew's calling everything. I'm not going to get in the way of this. Or you tie him up before he can get it on the glass.
Missed the free throw, strong. Long rebound, Lando Martinez can't handle it. It's going to go off, land it out of bounds, and be El Dorado ball.
Yeah, it hit the official.
You know what would make that foul on Jacob not an issue at all? And Isaiah would know it when as soon as I'd open my mouth, he'd say, I know, Dad, better pass.
Now an offensive foul on Pefley. No, they call that on Scheffler, his third.
Moving screen, yep.
On the screen.
Holy.
So, I'm not going to dwell on too much, but that pass Isaiah made, that's very uncharacteristic. He's usually really crisp on that. But it was just, we have the angle for that too, to just see it the whole way that was getting picked.
There's Jacob Miller, far side of the floor. He'll give off to Landon. Up front to Bryson, 3:33 to go. In the corner to Isaiah. Up top to Jacob. And Jakey will drive, shot short, rebound tapped about. Martinez last touched it, out of bounds.
There we go.
Oh, they're going to change it now. It's going to be Buhler ball.
Yep.
He's got about 20 people behind him to help him make that call, too.
Boy, did he ever play it in. Here's Landon on a 3. Missed. Rebound, El Dorado.
It's not a terrible shot for Landon.
This game's kind of gotten clunky. 3, left side short by Peppley. Boy, they just cannot put the ball in the cylinder. Here comes Isaiah.
You know what the game needs to make it feel not so clunky?
A dunk.
A bunch more whistles.
I don't think that's the answer.
Oh, it's not? Dang.
There's Isaiah on a crossover. What a pass. They'll find Martinez. Swish goes to 3.
Boy, what a beautiful little pocket pass from Isaiah to Jacob. Drew the defense into Jacob. Jacob kicks out. Wide open shot for Landon.
And it's a 20-point game, 32-12, 2:33 to play. And
Jared's going to pick up one.
Yeah, another whistle. This will be on Jared Miller.
I've got 18 fouls in the first half at this point.
Whew. About the most I've seen in a game is early in the year, 50.
Oh,
wow. That's a lot.
Well, when you consider
there's Boland missed the free throw.
18 fouls in the game, and we have played 14 minutes, so more than a foul a minute.
Timeout, Buhler, 2:33 to go before halftime. Leading 32-12, Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Friendship Communities is here to help you through life's changes. Retirement living can be a special opportunity to feel secure within a community environment. That happens when you are at home among friends. Whether it's eating together, playing pool, doing a jigsaw puzzle, or taking a trip to a local restaurant, you are in good company. Right now, you can move into one of our 8-plex independent living apartments and receive $200 a month off of rent for 6 months. Located in South Hutchinson, Mennonite Friendship Communities, enhancing the quality of life.
HKFM.
Out of this timeout, Boland's going to have one more free throw. Here's a sport for you. It's night number 2 of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Okay.
That's a very random fact, by the way.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
the man of random facts. Boland missed the second free throw. Eli, my youngest, is really invested in it, so he's been keeping me updated.
Oh, okay.
One thing I know is that those pets look a lot like their owners a lot of the time.
Inside shot missed by Boland. Rebound Buhler. So I told him to let me know who wins best in show. And Buehler's going to turn it over, try to get it in the lane, and it's taken away by El Dorado. Taking wide out front. You have a feeling in this game, if you can be up 20 as a coach and not be overly pleased.
Yeah.
That's kind of where Coach Tate's at. There's a White on a drive, left corner, three, short. Rebound, Lana Martinez. Ahead to Jared Miller. He'll drive in that lane, is stripped, ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders.
Boy, Coach Culberson is not pleased.
I think a little cleaner game. Buhler could have, they could be up 42-12 at this point.
I agree.
Yeah.
It may be a 30-point up where we have a running clock.
There's Bryson on a 3, missed.
No.
Oh, that's a terrible call.
Oh, man.
That definitely did not go out off of Landon.
And out of bounds.
But a running clock may be the only way we get home at a decent time.
It'll be El Dorado ball, 1:27 to go before halftime. Grady Scanlon with it. Peppley nearly traveled. He's got it out front off the screen, far side. Daniel Boland, he'll drive. He's done some nice things off the bench. Missed the shot, strong. Rebound, Jacob Miller, and then he threw the pass away right to Scanlon. Scanlon will pull up for the 3 and rattle it in. Yeah, I don't think that Coach Tate's going to be overly thrilled.
No, I don't think so either.
57 seconds to go in the quarter. Bryson is going to be fouled, coming the other way.
Bryson got fortunate there.
Yeah, he got bailed out, I think. He'd already lost the ball.
That's going to be on Jace Peffley.
should get free throws out of this, shouldn't he?
No, it's only their fourth.
Oh, it is. Oh, wow. Okay.
There's a three on the inbound by Asher. Missed. Rebound Bryson. He'll try a three. Missed. Rebound Eldo. 46 seconds to go in the half. Here comes Peyton White. He'll sling it to the far side circle to Pefley. Out front, Smith. Right side, White. In and out, no good. Rebound, Asher.
It's got to be his 5th rebound.
Shot clock off. 27 seconds to go before halftime.
Right at 5. You're right.
There's Jakey out front to Jared. Now Asher up top. 12 seconds to play. Jacob Miller, top of that circle, down to 6 to shoot. Bryson to Martinez, down to 3 to shoot, and an offensive foul on Bryson McCurdy.
How did they get Bryson?
Wow.
I missed that. I thought.
I was afraid they were
must
going
have
to
been
get
illegal.
Jake.
Yeah.
Wildcats will inbound. They'll get off a half-court shot short. That'll get us to halftime with Buhler leading 32 to 15. Well, just 8 points in the quarter for El Dorado, 15 in the half. Buhler has more than doubled them. But there were a lot of fouls called in that first half. Halftime is here from El Dorado Crusader Basketball, brought to you by Plaza Astral Realty, by Hutch Rec, the Bradbury Company, by Hutchinson Community College, and by Scrap Management of Hutchinson. Our Community National Bank and Trust halftime report is next on HKFM.
Stay tuned for the Community National Bank and Trust halftime report. Community National Bank and Trust. Small enough to know you, big enough to serve you. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
According to the Department of Energy, 30 to 45% of all energy wasted is lost through the roof and walls of a home. Stop the insanity of wasting money by having Advanced Pest Control properly install cellulose insulation in your attic. Stay cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, plus their insulation has the added benefit of insect control. Advance has the expertise, equipment, and experience to properly install this revolutionary insulation. Call Advance for a no-obligation estimate at 662-3616. The sooner you do, the sooner you start saving money on your utility bills.
Looking for a reliable business partner? Midwest Single Source, formerly Roberts Touchline, is ready to elevate your business towards success. Midwest Single Source is the largest promotional product distributor in the state. That means they offer traditional supplies to equip your office, but also offer embroidery, screen printing, and fun swag items to build your brand. Same great people, same great location and service. Email sales@MidwestSingleSource.com and mention this ad. Elevate your business today.
This is Ling Gillespie with your Ad Astra Radio halftime report. Sterling College had their rescheduled matchups yesterday at Evangel for basketball action, but both the women's team and men's team fell last night as the women fell 80-70 and the men 77-63. They'll be at home on Wednesday to host Bethel College. The 11th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks got a big road win last night at Big 12 play, defeating Texas Tech on Big Monday in thrilling fashion, 64-61. The Jayhawks trailed by as many as 10 points with 6 minutes to go in the game, but they were able to turn it around thanks to the heroics of Darren Peterson, who hit 2 massive three-pointers in the final minute 20, hitting one to tie in the corner before taking the lead the very next possession. This is how it sounded with Brian Haney on the Jayhawk Sports Network from Learfield.
The Peterson miraculous three has tied it. Now can DP deliver the lead? He launches and hits. He did it again. Back-to-back threes, and KU goes up 3 with 45 seconds to play.
KU was able to get a couple of key defensive stops to close out the game, and KU is now winners of 6 in a row. They are 17-5 on the year overall, and that moves them up to tie for third place in the Big 12 at 7-2 in conference play. They'll look to keep it rolling on Saturday as the Jayhawks will host Utah at Allen Fieldhouse at 1:30. And the former Chiefs offensive coordinator is officially on the move. It was announced this morning that former offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, Matt Nagy, has now been hired by the New York Giants to be their offensive coordinator. He will be under new head coach John Harbaugh, who took over for New York after being fired from the Baltimore Ravens last month. Nagy was the offensive coordinator from 2022 through this past season before his contract expired and the Kansas City Chiefs hired Eric Bieniemy to return to be the offensive coordinator for Kansas City. Nagy will take over a New York Giants offense that did finish 13th in the NFL in total yards, but they finished just 4-13 last season. That's your halftime report. More basketball action is coming up right after this.
More of the Community National Bank and Trust halftime report is next. Coming up, highlights from other sports action and our Dix Phillips 66 first half fill-up. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
This message brought to you by your friends at Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. Many of us have lived in the same place for years, and yet we don't even know our neighbors. Make the first move and get to know your neighbors. Invite them for a cup of coffee, listen to their story, and take the time to get to know them. For all your service needs, you can find Red Rock Auto Center at 200 North Main Street in South Hutchinson, or visit us at redrockautocenter.com. Red Rock Auto Center. We're here when you need us.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
Isaacson Insurance Agency, 38 years in business, available 24/7 to handle all your insurance needs. Visit isaacsonagency.com or call 620-727-0653 to start saving today. Isaacson Insurance Agency, free to do what's right for you.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here at the half at Alumni Court at El Dorado. 32-15. Just kind of guessing what coach is talking about in the locker room. We'll get numbers from Andrew here, but too many turnovers in the first. Keep in mind they're up 17.
Yeah.
They gotta get a little more flow. Not so many fouls.
Yeah, the hard part about those turnovers is they're really, for the most part, they're not turnovers that Eldo has created. It's just careless passes. Those careless passes, you just can't do that. It's not to be the team you want to be. You cannot do that. You cannot give the other team possessions. And you're right. The fouls. I mean, 20 fouls.
21
fouls
in 16 minutes of basketball. I mean, golly, it's just such a clunky game.
Now some of that is contact. Some of it is just
officiating.
Less contact.
Yeah.
It raced out to a 12-2 lead in this game early. At 19-7 after one and stretched it twice to 20 in the second quarter. El Dorado led briefly at 2-1. That is their only lead so far in the game. Bryson McCurdy with 7 in the first half for the Crusaders. El Dorado, just looking at their schedule, they do have 3 wins, but maybe Clearwater. I just don't see where they have a lot of wins down the stretch. They struggle to score, and they really don't have that guy that when you need a basket, he can go get it.
Well, different from Buhler, they don't have someone that can beat you off the dribble. Buhler's got 2 or 3 guys that can beat you off the dribble. And so if you don't have that guy, then you've got to do it by moving the ball. And they've not been particularly adept at it. It's going to be a long year, February. February is a short month, but it's going to be a long February for the Wildcats.
It is a short month on the calendar, but it's a long month of basketball. 32-15. Halftime score. We'll come back. First half stats right after this on HKFM.
Buhler Crusader Basketball is HKFM. Find exclusive stories along with audio and video on the Ad Astra Radio app. Aaron West brings you Buhler Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
1947. It was the year the Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At Mackenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
All right, as Andrew gets, I just want you to know every bad joke that I've ever told in our years together, you have no right.
What are you talking about? I am hilarious, man. Just because you don't understand good humor.
Have been revoked of your abilities to make fun of me.
Man, I don't know what you're talking
Andrew.
about.
How about some first half numbers in our Dix Phillips 66? First half, Phillip.
Well, Crusaders have a 17-point lead, but like you said, it's going to be a little bit weird of a halftime speech probably in this one. Buhler's out rebounding El Dorado, though, 23-13. Crusaders shot 41% from the field, 10 of 24. El Dorado just 20%, 5 for 25. And the Crusaders 4 from 13 from beyond the arc, 31%. El Dorado just 2 of 13. And then individual numbers for you. As I mentioned earlier, team fouls, Buhler 11, El Dorado, or Buhler 10, El Dorado 11. Bryson McCurdy leads the way with 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Jacob Miller, 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Landon Martinez, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Luke Holmberg, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Zach Chance has 3 points. Asher Zachary has 3 points, 6 rebounds, and a steal. Isaiah with just 2 points and 1 rebound. Nick Chance, 2 rebounds. Jared Miller, 1 rebound and 2 assists. There, got it out.
All right, El Dorado to our left with the ball to start the second half, and a 3 by Grady Scanlon. That's his second of the game. 32-18. 7:37 to go here, quarter number 3. Aaron West, Matt Atherton, Andrew Epp, courtside at El Dorado. I like this, Jim.
Absolutely.
There's Asher on a 3 short, rebound Wildcats, and we'll come back the other way. Deflection by Isaiah, loose on the deck. It'll end up out of bounds. It might have been slapped off Luke.
Did that not hit the official while he was standing out of bounds and then come back in?
I don't know, it's skidded around quite a bit.
Yeah.
There's been some peculiarity in this one. Is that a thing?
Yes.
Is that ball overinflated?
Oh.
There's a drive inside, stripped. El Dorado's going to get it back. They'll flip it down low, a little hesitation, and up and in is Lechtenberg.
Coach is not going to be happy with this open to start the half.
32-20. 5-0 El Dorado run the other way.
More of that, please.
I thought he ran out of room down there.
Yeah, I don't know how Isaiah got that up on the glass, but it went up and scored.
Count the bucket for Isaiah, his first field goal. 34-20. And a 3 the other way is good by Lechtenberg. The El Dorado came out of the locker room with a little skip in their step.
Sure did.
They've gotten it down to an 11-point game. Here's Isaiah on a 3, missed back iron, rebound tapped about, taken to the Wildcats. You know, it's interesting as well as our girls have played in this gym.
Wow.
As Peyton White knocks in a 3.
And that's 11 points.
34-26.
The first 2 minutes of the quarter.
Down to an 8-point game. Our guys have not traditionally played well here. Now they have played very well against El Dorado at home. Jacob inside and an offensive foul.
Yeah.
I think that's a good call.
That'll be the second on Miller. Can you believe that El Dorado could get this to a 2-possession game?
No.
Well,
this was a 17-point game.
11-2 run to start the quarter.
2 minutes ago. That's going to be Isaiah's third foul.
And Isaiah's going to pick a. No, they're going to call that on Jared.
Boy, that's a gift.
Reach in on Miller. It'll be his second.
I'll have to look at that again because I don't even think they called it on the right. I don't know. I'll just not say anything more than that.
It's a gift. Take it.
Yeah.
There's a corner three from Lechtenberg. Missed. Rebound, Luke Holmberg.
Got some seniors and an Asher out there that can settle us down here,
Absolutely.
boys.
Isaiah's got it out front to Jacob Miller. Jakey will drive and strip, taken away by Lechtenberg. Blocked by Jared, but then a foul.
Jared earned that one.
Yeah, and if you're going to foul, though, that's
the
what
way
you
to do it. Yep.
How many times have we talked about that? Lechtenberg had a free run to the bucket, and Jared wasn't really going to be able to keep him away from getting there, but he's just going to grab his arm and make sure there was no chance he could get that up on the rim. If you're going to foul, that's how you foul.
So 3 on Jared at the line. Here's Lechtenberg for his free throw. This team confounds me. When they play as well as they can beat anybody.
Yes.
But then there are times when they look like they could lose to anybody. 1 of 2 at the line. When they're good, they are really, really good. 34-27. Here's Jacob far side with it. Right side, Isaiah. Off the bounce, Jacob in the corner to Luke on a 3. Yes! Ring it up for Luke Holmberg.
That's really good offense. Oh, don't foul.
Now a steal by Isaiah. Buhler back the other way. Here comes Luke in that lane. Try to sneak it in there to Asher, and it's going to go out under Buhler's bucket off a Wildcat.
I kind of wish when Luke got down there on the right side of the lane, Asher was on the left side of the lane. I kind of think with Asher down there, toss that thing up to the rim.
I do.
And let Asher go catch it and put it in like they just did on that inbound play.
Yeah. Asher in the lane, lace it up and in.
So throw it up there and let him go get it. Let him use his athleticism to go get it up high.
49-27, 4:35 to go in the third. Buhler stretched it back to 12 now. There's Charlie Beggs on a 3, missed. Rebound, stick back good by Peyton White. 39-29, it's a 10-point game.
There will be some stuff to learn on tape.
Here's Asher, right side circle. Out front to Bryson. Knocked away.
Oh, that's a foul.
Jacob runs it down near the timeline to Zachary. Crossover in the lane. Kick out to Luke for an open 3, but the official blows the whistle again. Why?
It just got an itch today. Got to have that whistle blowing every 15 seconds or so, or it doesn't feel right.
They call it on Grady Scanlon.
And Luke was standing by himself in the corner.
And he hit it too. There's Holmberg inside, too strong. I don't understand why you blow the whistle there.
He thought it was a foul, Aaron.
Well,
everything else has been today.
I think I'm funny.
Well, we know that's not true.
I think you're funny, Aaron.
Thank you. Here's Scheffler on a kick-out 3. Too strong. Papley. Rebound Buhler. Isaiah plays it ahead to Jacob in that lane. And a whistle.
It's bad when we start saying, what was that call when the other team fouls?
Going to be on Scheffler.
I think they got Beggs.
It is the third on Beggs.
Buddy, I agree. You are funny.
Thank you.
No,
do not finish that. Inside, Luke with the right score it. 41-29.
Boy, Buhler has ratcheted up the defensive intensity.
They're not going to get this across.
Full court, 3-2 press and a 10 count on the Wildcats.
Coach Tate was in the ear of this trail official screaming 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
You know, both these guys look a little young on this side, and Coach Tate just wants to make sure that they're
paying attention.
Getting everything covered.
No. Somehow he got that to Jacob. Layup up behind the glass. Jacob was not facing Bryson when he fed him the ball, and somehow it got into his hand. I don't know how, and he laid it up off the glass. 43-29 to a 14-point game. 3 missed by Lechtenberg. Rebound, El Dorado with a foul.
Yeah, Jacob's going to get caught there. He came right down across.
How did Jacob end up with that ball
so
on the other end?
Here's what
they
happens.
Called that on Luke?
That was on Jake.
Oh, yeah. It's the third on Jacob.
Sometimes, this is the basketball gods at work, because sometimes you throw it to somebody so perfect and then they miss the bunny, you get the assist taken away.
Right.
Well, Bryson got a gift there because there's no way that should have been an assist, but it winds up that way.
Jacob wasn't even facing him when he passed him the ball.
Squeaked through and said, look what I found. You're welcome, Bryson.
Inside
Good
shot
block
blocked by Holmberg. Taken away by the Crusaders. Here comes Landon. Ahead to Jacob. Stripped and fouled. Miller will have 2 more at the line.
You were saying how Isaiah needs to get more to the free throw line. You didn't say like everybody on both teams, right?
No, I
thought
yeah. This will be Jacob's 4th trip.
Yeah, his 5th and 6th free throws, right?
3 of I've got him 3 of 5.
That's what I have him too.
Missed the first here. Lucero and Scanlon back into the Wildcat lineup. And Jakey makes 1 of 2. 44-29.
Oh.
Now a steal. Isaiah picks the pocket of Scheffler.
Just dribbled right into his lap.
And Buhler can stretch this above 15 again. Here's Landon out high. Jacob in the corner. Bryson McCurdy hits the 3. That's his 2nd tray of the game. He's got 10, and it's 47-29. Well, just like that,
that lead is back up.
El Dorado got it to 7. Now it's 17. There's a missed shot. Rebound, long pass, layup good by Bryson.
I mean, how is this a 20-point game again?
Boy, that happened quick, too. Now another steal.
Yeah.
This one by McCurdy.
That is the correct call. Unfortunately, he should have just let it kind of bounce over here and Isaiah go get it. But
well, he got it on one side of the court and gave it to Isaiah on the other, and it's an over and back. 1:56 to go in the quarter. Yeah,
this has been an absolutely schizophrenic 3rd quarter.
That went from 7. That went from 20 to 7 to 20. Like, just crazy.
Is 7 as close to never got to 6?
7 is as close, yes.
Yep. And it was 20 in the first half at some point, right?
Yeah, a couple of times. Left side Beggs. Out front, Pethley.
They may not get a shot off.
Ball knocked loose. 2 on the shot clock. Guarded shot. Asher got a piece of that. It'll be a shot clock violation on El Dorado. Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Blue Stem Communities, by DJ Kaufman Agency, by AJ Sports Grill, by Buhler Dental Care, and by Central Prairie Co-op. Isaiah out high with a right-handed dribble. Far side to Bryson McCurdy. Here's side Zay on a 3, a heater, it's good!
Isaiah's been all over this 3rd quarter. He hasn't scored a ton, but all that he's done defensively and creating shots for his buddies.
52-29, a new largest lead of 23 and a timeout with a 1:01 to go in the 3rd. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
This is Darren Eddy with Ag 360 Insurance in Inman. For years, we've been known for our great service with our ag customers, but did you know we can handle your family or small business insurance needs as well? We would love an opportunity to sit down and visit with you about what we can do for you. As an independent agency, we can shop different coverage options for you. Stop by our office on Old K61 in Inman or give Cody Moores or myself a call today at 620-585-2128 or check us out online at ag360insurance.com.
HKFM.
I was getting ready for this game this week, going back over, I have an archive file of old tape all the way back to 2010. It was fun listening to some old games this week. Matt's been with me for a good chunk of that. Here's a steal and a layup by Bryson McCurdy. He's had a great offensive quarter.
No kidding.
54-29. Here's the thing I noticed, 25-point game. El Dorado inside, shot up, shot missed, rebound Asher, and Asher just mauled inside and a whistle.
What a great job by Asher.
16 years later, here's what I noticed.
Now, you said 2010 is a long time ago. That makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
I played here in 05. I don't like it.
On those old tapes, you sound younger. I sound the same.
What are you talking about? Oh, no.
You were born with those golden pipes, though, right, Aaron?
That's what it is, yes. We're going to go with that.
I mean, that's what made your lovely wife fall in love with you, isn't it?
54-29. Matt was still bald then, though.
Just the sound of your voice.
Just landing up the floor. I just love reliving some of that old stuff, though.
Yeah.
I love our kids. Here's a shot.
Put
back. Isaiah missed from the free throw line, but Nick Chance reached up into the heavens and laid it back in.
That was real close to being a tip dunk.
56-29. And a travel on El Dorado.
That may have been worthy of the call of the good old slammer.
We're going to make that our Hub Brick Oven play of the game.
That was pretty cool.
Home of the world famous Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub. 6 to shoot in the quarter. 56-29. Isaiah lobs it to the bucket. I don't know if that was a shot or if he was trying to lob it up to Asher. But time will expire in the third. And Buhler has stretched it to 27.
24 in the quarter.
What a weird third quarter.
56-29. Final 8 coming up on HKFM.
Newfelt's Flooring in Buhler. A few miles out of the city, light years out of the ordinary. Since first opening their doors in 1965, Newfelt's Flooring has offered one-of-a-kind flooring and accessories that perfectly pull your project together. That long-standing tradition continues today. Regardless of budget, Newfelt's Flooring can help turn your dreams into realities. Visit their showroom at 110 West 2nd in Buhler and find Newfelt's Flooring online at newfelts.com.
Looking for a family provider who fits your needs? Meet Dr. Devin Wright at Prairie Star Health Center on 30th and Hutchinson. Dr. Wright is Mayo Clinic trained, fluent in Spanish, and passionate about caring for patients of all ages. Whether it's wellness visits, chronic care, or everyday health needs, Dr. Wright is here for your whole family. Now accepting new patients. Call Prairie Star Health Center today and schedule your appointment with Dr. Devin Wright. Prairie Star Health Center. It's all about you.
HKFM.
Wait, here's some numbers that explain how odd that quarter was. Buhler led by 17 at halftime, 32-15. El Dorado started the third quarter on a 12-2 run, and they cut the lead to 7. But then Buhler finishes the quarter on a 22-2 run. Here's Chance for 3, and why not Nick Chance?
I like that.
Gosh.
Uh-oh.
Isaiah turned him over.
It's a 30-point game and a steal. But then El Dorado's going to get it back. Inside, count it for Jackson Scheffler, his first field goal tonight, 59-31. Literally after El Dorado got it to 7, it was like somebody flipped a switch.
What a pass.
Inside floater for Asher Zachary. 61-31.
Absolute dime from Isaiah.
Wildcats down 30 on their home floor. They're
careful.
It's 2-5 here on this floor this year. Jackson Scheffler dribbles right into Bryson. Ball knocked loose and a whistle.
Boy, anytime somebody falls on the back of someone's legs, you just kind of clinch and hope that everything's okay. Bryson pops right back up.
That's going to be a foul on Scheffler, and that's going to be his fourth.
Is it really 31-61? 30-point game now?
It is a 30-point game.
So running clock. We asked, they delivered.
Took a quarter, but yeah.
Really, all that work was done in the second half of the third. There's Bryson, far side circle. Off to Landon in the corner to Jared. Down low to Bryson. Down high to Chance. Stripped in the lane, taken by Eldo. Scheffler the other way, stops and pops for two.
It's a pretty good take by Scheffler.
61-33. 5:41 to go. Crusader basketball brought to you by Stutzman's Refuse Disposal, by McKenzie Paint and Body, Price Star Health Center, by Quality Body Shop, and by Stang Plumbing and Design. I get to go to Prairie Star tomorrow and have my eyes checked.
Oh yeah?
I do. New speculators. Shot inside, missed by Bryson, but a whistle and an offensive turnover on the Crusaders.
Got him for a travel.
Dr. Pyle is going to say better here or here, better now or now, better one or two. I don't know, Doc. They all look the same.
Yeah.
Hard take inside by Peyton White.
Can you just tell me what you think?
Yeah. And a whistle and a foul call. So that'll be the first on Nick Chance. White to play it in off El Dorado's baseline in the corner to Lechtenberg. He just underhand lobbed that to Cameron Smith. Back to Lechtenberg inside. Blocked by Chance. Saved by Beggs out on the wing. White for three. Rimmed long. Rebound Zach Chance. And then a whistle and a reach-in foul, I think, on El Dorado.
I don't think so.
No, they're going to call that on Zach Chance. Timeout El Dorado. Karsten Seidel and Dontrell Willard-Dress. This will be, I think, only Dontrell's fourth game he's played in this year. So he'll get into the game when we come back. Timeout on the floor. Crusader basketball. Buhler up 61-33 on HKFM.
Have you been thinking about remodeling your home? Hi, I'm Karen at Stang Plumbing and Design. I would like to invite you to come into our showroom at 2415 North Main Street. We will take the time to build relationships and trust as we have done for over 60 years. At Stang Plumbing and Design, we truly get to know a customer's needs and wants. Stang Plumbing and Design. For us, it's not just a remodel, it's a relationship.
HKFM.
Let's give a shout out to our Buhler Bowlers who swept Cheney and Trinity today. Cheney and Wichita Trinity. Boys with a 34-54 to Cheney's 32-85. The high series, a 7-07 to Stryker Avery. And the girls bowled at 25-25 to Cheney's 1966. They whooped them today.
Still maintains Stryker, maybe the best bowler name ever.
Cheyenne Giesling and Macy Miller each had a 5-07 series.
Carson laughing at himself as he got tripped up there.
There's a three in the corner by Scanlon. That's his third of the game.
He's got a pretty good stroke, but I mean, there's just not that many guys on their team that can do much.
61-36.
High school bowling blows my mind at how good those kids can be. We've seen some good ones come through here.
25-point game. Buhler the other way and a whistle and a foul call. So congrats to our Crusader bowlers on the win today.
Saw Tegan Nielsen a few times the last few weeks at the weight room. Still built like a bowler. Not.
Well, Coach Skip Wilson is the bowling whisperer. He is just amazing. Another foul. That's going to be 5 on Scheffler. He's going to foul out of the ball game, and now Coach Culbertson's going to empty his bench.
And the clock continues to
running.
run. Holy smokes. So we got to 30, and then I think El Dorado scored the last 5. Is that right? But it doesn't matter. The clock's been running the whole time.
El Dorado's going to steal this inbounds play. Comes Peffley the other way. Out high to Zakiah Kern. Right side Bolin. Cut off. And he'll be whistled for a travel.
Oh, let's go.
Here comes Tristan Roberts into the game. Super Bowl week. Seahawks and Patriots on Sunday. I might watch some of it. There's Roberts. Out of the wing to Seidel. Karsten drives. Floater.
Ooh, get in
hangs
there.
and falls. Seidel had a career high 5 in the Heston game late. First bucket tonight, 63-36. 1:43 to play. Bowling out high for El Dorado. Far side Lucero for 3, missed. Rebound Eldo. Peffley hits a 3. And a timeout by Buhler.
To get one more kid in here, let's see.
39, it's Ace Atherton. That's the old use it or lose it.
I think so.
So Atherton, Willard Trask, Roberts, Seidel, and Zach Chance. There's Zach out high on a crossover. Floats it to Roberts on a 3, missed. Rebound El Dorado.
Pretty good looking shot.
Here comes Lucero ahead to Bolin. His shot short, but a charge taken by Dontrell Willard Trask.
I feel like he's related to somebody that was also good at that.
With the same initials?
Maybe so. That was so reminiscent of his brother. Awesome.
Under a minute to play.
Boy, Coach Culbertson is hacked.
Here's Seidel.
Somewhere Diedrich's waiting for us to say his name, right?
Seidel got tangled up on the right side. He dribbled right into Asa and lost the ball out of bounds.
Yep.
Aldo the other way. Peffley. In the corner to Lucero for 3, miss. Rebound Zach Chance. 17 seconds to play. Here's Seidel stripped. Taken to the Wildcats. Lucero, far side. Klein hits the 3 off the side of the backboard. Gets his own rebound. Stick back, no. Rebound Buhler, and that's going to do it. Crusaders will win it. 63-39. They win it with a running clock in the 4th quarter. And improved to 9-7 on the year to extend the win streak to 5 over the Wildcats. And they'll head to El Dorado on Friday. El Dorado head to Mulvane on Friday. El Dorado falls to 3-11. They lose their 2nd straight. And they're 4th in their last 5. They will be home again on Friday to play Augusta. 63-39 the final. Crusader basketball brought to you by Hutchinson Zoo, by 37 Printco, Red Rock Auto Center by Pile Law, and by Prairie Lane Partners. And we're back with our Rise Up Reno Locker Room show next on HKFM.
You've been listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM. Coming up, we'll hear from Coach and name the Withco Steel Products Player of the Game. Stream Crusader basketball on your smartphone with the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM.
Rise and shine. It's daylight time and time to go to your happy place. Now's the time to place your orders for Valentine's Donuts. Our heart-shaped donuts are a delicious treat for your Valentine. And we have a large variety of Valentine's donuts that are fun, fresh, and delicious. Plus, this month, we're donating to the Love Hutch after-school program for kids. So come do some good and have something delicious for your Valentine at your Hutchinson Daylight Donuts, 1435 East 30th and 3rd and Main in Hutchinson.
When it comes to quality athletic equipment, First Team Sports is a name you can trust. First Team has been manufacturing superior sports products since 1996. From dunk-proof basketball hoops and soccer goals to volleyball, pickleball, and tennis systems, First Team manufactures it all, even bleachers and stadium seats. Visit firstteaminc.com or stop by the showroom at 902 Corey Road in Hutchinson. First Team Sports, manufacturing superior athletic equipment.
Even trying to enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
Corn farmers, Kaufman Seeds is here to help you get the right corn hybrids for your farm. All of our corn is locally tested in environments consistent with your fields for multiple years before releasing. Kaufman Seeds selects corn hybrids with agronomic traits and disease tolerances important to Kansas farmers. We utilize multiple trait platforms to make sure you get the right hybrid for each individual field. Kaufman Seeds, your full-service, Kansas-based seed company for over 50 years. Find us at kaufmanseed.com.
Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, back on our Rise Up Reno locker room show, Buhler wins at 63-39. They led twice by 20 in the first half, by 17 in the second quarter. Then we give you that funky stat in the third. El Dorado started the third quarter on a 12-2 run and made it just a 7-point game. But then Buhler finishes the quarter on a 22-2 run, and eventually they stretch it to 30 points in the fourth quarter. But never seen two runs quite like that. El Dorado was red hot to start the quarter, but then it's like a switch flipped, and then Buhler just took off, and El Dorado couldn't catch him.
Well, yeah, it's like the spigot was shut off. 20, you said 20-2?
22-2.
22-2. I mean, and the thing is, Aaron, I think that happened in about 4.5 minutes. I mean, it was just like, it happened so fast.
Yeah, it was a 7-point game at the 5-minute mark, and then boom.
Yeah.
It just took off.
It was just crazy. And it was, Jacob hit a bucket, Luke hit a 3, then a 2, Bryson hit a 3, 2 2s, Isaiah with a 2 and a 3, and I mean it was just boom, 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 and like successive possessions down the floor where it was just no misses, and it was funny because you'd been talking about how there are times when the team can look almost unbeatable, and then there's times when they can look imminently beatable, and the third quarter was like both of those wrapped into one quarter. It was just, the word I used was schizophrenic. I mean, it was just hard to know what was going on.
An odd game. Some of it probably the way the game was being called by the officials, but
sure.
You know, I'm thinking we're going to the locker room up 20 at half, and if I'm the coach, I'm like, guys, we can do better than this.
Well, and then they came out and kind of laid a 3-minute egg and then woke up, and, man, when they woke up, they sure woke up.
Off to the races. When they're on, I still say they can beat anybody.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're going to be I don't know there's a whole lot of teams in the state that are going to be wanting to see us come sub-state time because they're a little Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but if you get Dr. Jekyll, you're in real trouble.
9 players scored at least 2 points in the game. Double figures, Bryson McCurdy with 14 and Luke Holmberg with 10 will, for a second straight night, make Bryson McCurdy our WIFCO Steel Products Player of the Game, the expert in steel fabrication. Andrew will have all the final numbers coming up in this one as Buhler wins at 63-39 to improve to 9-7 in the year. And Coach Tate joins us now. That, you know, every game kind of has its own story. That one almost had 3 different stories. It just, you're up 20 at the half, Coach, but I didn't feel like we played a great half of basketball. But, you know, then El Dorado comes out. They cut it to 7 early in the third, but from about the mid-third on, then the good Buhler team came out. We put the pedal to the metal and ran away.
Yeah, we talked at half about not letting up, come out. You know, you're going to get their best counter out of half. We certainly did not do that. And bottom line is if we do that on Friday, that's going to put us in a very, very, very bad spot. So that's something we certainly have to clean up really the rest of our schedule. If that happens, we're going to be potentially out of it. So definitely something to clean up. Final score looks better than that run shows, but it's a good response to it. So at least we settled back in and got back after it.
This team has been hard to put your thumb on at times this year because I feel like there are times when we played to the level that we could beat just about anybody. But then there are other times where we kind of go the other way a little bit, if that's fair.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely fair. You know, I think for a long stretch, outside of that start of the third, I thought we were really good defensively, and that's what we have to hang our hat on if we want to be thriving down the stretch here. That's what we have to be. I thought there were a lot of 50-50 balls left on the ground that we could have got. It's nice to know that there's still stuff to clean up and we have not hit our ceiling yet, but we are also, I don't want to say running out of time, but we're in the last stretch, so we're going to have to string together multiple nights in a row.
It was unfortunate Isaiah picked up those 2 fouls early. He came out aggressive, and I really like that. I think your team can use more of him attacking and being aggressive.
Yep. First play was drawn up for him. We put in a new set. We didn't run it very well tonight, so hopefully we can clean that up. But just trying to get him and Bryson some more touches on the ball, flying them around off some stagger screens. So I think as we continue to run it, it's a nice little wrinkle for us. And then, you know, I did think we did a good job of moving the ball tonight. It didn't seem to stick as much. I'll have to go back and rewatch, but it felt like it was moving around. But, you know, I think this team, a really positive thing is, you know, you look around, there's not one dominant scorer tonight, and I think that can also be us. So we've had times where we've had guys go upper teens into the 20s, and then there's also times we can have a nice balance. So, yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting. You said we're running out of time in the season. Now just 7 games to go, and well, we've seen from night to night what can happen in this league. Anybody can beat anybody on the right night. So it's going to be a tough test. Not that it hasn't been already all year long, but it's going to be interesting to see how the final 7 play out.
Yep, absolutely. Like I said, defensive effort. I will say I did not think we boxed out well in the first, and even if we dominated on the boards, I felt like there were a lot of key ones that we left out there. So have to defend, have to rebound really well, and then move the ball on offense, and we'll give ourselves a shot if we do those things.
Man, Collegiate beat Mac tonight by 19. We'll see them next week. That may be the best team left on our schedule. They look really good.
Yep.
So.
They've been on quite a tear this year.
But we start with Mulvane on Friday. First time we'll see the Wildcats this year. Coach, appreciate your time as always.
Yep.
I'm glad that the running clock kind of balanced the fouls. Otherwise, I thought we might be here tomorrow. So.
Yep, I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know it was a running clock. I looked up and I was like, oh, we're up 30. All right, sounds good.
All right, Coach. We'll see you Friday.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Thank you.
It's Coach Tate. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Next on the Rise Up Reno Locker Room Show, We'll bring you final stats in our Dix Phillips 66 postgame fill-up. Revisit live audio and video of today's game at adastraradio.com. Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Crusader fans, this is Lyle Gertzen, proud alum of Buhler High School and game day voice of Crusader football and basketball. I am honored to support Crusader athletics and academics. As your full-service real estate agent with Align Realty of Hutchinson, I bring over 30 years of experience in appraisal and real estate, ready to assist you with all of your real estate needs, finding homes for buyers and buyers for homes since 2013. Call or text me, Lyle Gertzen, with Align Realty, 620-899-4211.
This Valentine's Day, show your car a little love at Hutch Auto Body. From minor dings to major repair, we treat every vehicle like our own. No surprises, just quality craftsmanship you can trust. Fall back in love with your ride today. Stop in at 16 East Avenue A in Hutch. Hutch Auto Body. First class service, on time, every time.
Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
All right, back one final time tonight. By the way, our girls won 47-42. And they pick up win number 8 on the year. 11 points to career high for Kinley Combs, our player of the game. Ella Voss added 9, and Kaya Edmond with 10. And the win. Guys win at 63-39. Tonight's final fill-up brought to you by Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Andrew?
I heard Kinley get 3 3-pointers in the third quarter when I was on the way here.
She was red hot.
That is so cool. I can't wait to get back to my office tonight and go look and do the complete stats for that game.
That was great.
Hey, and you know what? Bryson McCurdy is 2 for 2 since his mom made me these new stat sheets. So if anybody is ever looking at that and you're wondering why it's more legible, it's Misty McCurdy.
All the credit goes to Misty.
Yeah.
All right.
For my work and her son's work being better.
Good to know.
That's amazing. All right, so the final ended up being 63-39. Crusaders take this one at El Dorado and had 33 rebounds to El Dorado's 22. Both teams had 9 offensive. Buhler with 15 turnovers after just 1 in the first quarter. El Dorado had 14. But Buhler shot 53% from the field, 23 for 43, including 8 for 21 from beyond the arc. And El Dorado, not too bad from distance, 7 for 26. I thought there'd be more free throws shot in this game. Buhler was 9 for 15 at 60%. El Dorado just 4 for 8 at 50%. But there were 34 combined fouls, 15 for Buhler and 19 for El Dorado, and I might have missed a few. So the Wildcats shot 31% from the field, 14 for 45, and that was probably the biggest stat difference in the game aside from rebounds, with Buhler edging out the Wildcats by 11 there. We had 2 different players take charges. I'll have more on that in a second. Bryson McCurdy led the way in scoring for Buhler with 14 points. He had 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Packed the stat sheet, Bryson. Luke Holmberg with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, a steal, and a block. Jacob Miller, 9 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Asher Zachary, 7 points. He had 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Isaiah Heredia with 7 points. He had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals in limited minutes tonight with the fouls. And Landon Martinez with 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Nick Chance, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block, and the highlight of the night with an almost tip dunk. Zach Chance, 3 points, 2 rebounds. Carson Roberts, 2. Do I have him for Carson? Did Carson get 2 points? Carson has 0 points. I don't know how I got that wrong. No, Carson Seidel. Carson Seidel has, how did I write this in wrong? Carson Seidel had 2 points, 1 rebound. There we go, back on track. And Tristan Roberts, no points, but he had 1 assist. And then Asa Atherton, no points, but he did get in. Dontrell Willard Trask with a huge charge taken, just like his brother. And then Jared Miller with 1 rebound, 2 assists, and another big charge. I love good, solid charges that you earn. That just makes my day. So the Crusaders take this one, and they had 2 players take a charge. Good job, Jared. Good job, Dontrell. I'll take a dub however I can get it, though.
All right, to sweep tonight in El Dorado. And we'll be back in the road Friday at Mulvane. We'll take on the Wildcats Friday night. Well, the ladies tip at 6. And our Midway Motors drive to the game at 5:40. Thanks so much for tuning in. As a reminder, live audio and video all year long at adastraradio.com and on the free Ad Astra Radio app. And as I knew Andrew's going to do tonight, you can go back and watch that girls win if you want to.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
Watch that third quarter by Kinley Combs. Bam, 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 3-3-3.
I was listening with the video on as I was driving down that obscure highway between whatever, just south of Newton and here. What's that highway? What is that? One something?
It cuts from Newton to El Dorado, yeah.
The kind of diagonal one? Yeah.
Goes by Remington.
Trying to avoid all the deer.